Welcome to University True Crime Podcast, streaming both live on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to cut to the chase because what I found out about this Sonya Massey case is insane. You guys know me. I'm not a believer of this conspiracy theory stuff. I'm very careful. I get the news, I get the facts, I get the proof, the testimonies, I get the transcripts. A lot of people depend on me. But what I found out is ridiculous. I'm hoping that this is not true. Some type of cover-up, some type of way for the police to elude this, to escape this. There is some fishiness going on in this case. And I'm going to show you that. I want to cut straight to it, cut the bull crap. I want to go start with this video first, and then we're going to move on. Because what I'm about to show you is is this some kind of cover-up? Now, I don't know. So I'm going to share it with you, and you give me your thoughts. My name is Noah. Welcome to University. We are streaming both live on Facebook and YouTube. So do me a favor. For this one, we had to restart. This is a new video. Hit the like, hit the share, and tag one person on Facebook and on YouTube. Hit that like button. That would mean a lot to me. Please, please do that. Now, we did have a podcast before this. We had some type of interruption, but it's fixed. So let's continue this. Get ready for what I'm about to show you.
Activists are calling for more transparency around law enforcement officials right now as records in Wake County, law enforcement offices here in the wake. This is all in the wake of the Sonya Massey shooting death. Now that follows news of yet another past reprimand involving the deputy who shot her. Amy Kiley has details on that, as well as the status of a grievance filed on behalf of Deputy Sean Gracie.
No justice!
Fresh developments in the Sonya Massey shooting case are rolling in. The Reverend Al Sharpton is calling for the release of certain employment records. They involve when law enforcement workers change jobs or are suspended or fired. That follows the release of audio of a former employer reprimanding Sean Grayson. He's the former Sangamon County deputy charged with murdering Massey.
If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform.
Now, do you see that? Do you hear that, right? If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform. So this man has been acting this way before. This man has been lying, doing malevolent, like he's doing strange acts. He is not acting as what a man should act as an officer on duty. He has done mischievous things. And it is this quote coming from Nathan Miller, Logan County Sheriff Deputy. This man has done some sneaky stuff. But don't worry about it. His fiance's family got the hookup to put him in a uniform. Even with DUIs and other criminal activity, he's being let go. There is some crazy stuff, some sneaky stuff, some stuff that many might say conspiracy things. I'm telling you, what I have for you today is going to blow your mind. Please, please remember this. If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform. Remember this.
When you have officers that stretch the law, they will get caught. They will get prosecuted.
Because he got caught, he got prosecuted, but not of what you think. Ooh, I got something to show y'all. By the way, whoever sent super chats and gifted subs in the last podcast, thank you so much. I missed it. I'm so sorry. The stream ended. If that was you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Send it in the chat. My mods, let me know who did.
Sharpton says Illinois should name such a law after Massey.
Why was he on the force when 5 other forces had to leave? What is wrong with the system?
Meanwhile, a union says it will not proceed with a grievance it filed to try to get Grayson reinstated. The Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council says it has sympathy for Massey's family.
Now, do you see that? See, he filed a grievance. He wanted to get reinstated. Sean is trying to get his job back. He's trying to say this is unlawful. I should have never got terminated. It gets a little weird now. I swear I'm not making this up. I have receipts for some of these things. Some of them are claims that I have, but I'm gonna say which claims. Like I'm very careful here. But y'all, what I'm telling you right now is fact. He's trying to get his job back. He's trying to say, hey, you know what? I didn't do anything wrong. You know what? They fired me for no reason. What I did was correct. What I did was right. What I did is correct. Like, I didn't do nothing wrong, right? Now check this out. Check this out. The person who helped him, you know, with the job and stuff, with the uniform, was his, I believe his fiance's grandfather or father, ex-chief, right? Hey, hook him up with a job. His fiance's grandmother wrote that letter saying sympathy for him and the family. Why are you guys on his side? He filed a grievance. Wait a minute, what's going on here? He did what correct? He shot her, everything was fine? The hospital where she went to, St. John's Hospital? Wait a minute. Something's wrong here. Who works at that hospital? Self-inflicted gunshot wound? Wait a minute. I got receipts. She was a crazy bitch. Do we have any history of a 1096? Excuse me? It gets crazy. Watch what I'm telling you. This is all connected in some mysterious way. And it's going to end with Sonya Massey's daughter. Hang on to that. Hang on. And he had one help he needed help with the union. Our obligation under the collective bargaining agreement and to our members do not take away from the sympathy we feel for the family and loved ones. Ooh, it's going to get crazy.
What is wrong with the system?
Meanwhile, a union says it will not proceed with a grievance it filed to try to...
The union would not proceed. He needed that. That would have helped seal the deal. Would have never helped him guaranteed it, but it would have sealed his deal. The union is like, no, buddy. No, you messed up. And it's only him and his family that's trying to say, hey, you know what? You did what's justified. You didn't. Him and his little fiance and his family is trying to help him. The union's not doing it. Because what they're trying to do is nasty work.
To get Grayson reinstated, the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council says it has sympathy for Massey's family.
I would have never in the world thought the police shot my mom. Like, how?
And finally, Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell says he won't step down despite calls for him to resign.
We failed Sonya. We failed Sonya's family and friends. We failed our community. And I stand here today before you with my arms wide open, and I ask for your forgiveness.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Attorney General Merrick Garland says the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division is carefully monitoring the state prosecution of Deputy Grayson.
Y'all, this gets more worse. You see, his fiance, what's her name? Isabel Butterfield. You know, her grandmother had to just write a letter. You just had to write a letter. You couldn't dare show your face and tell us how you feel. You couldn't do it. You couldn't dare do that. Because that whole side of the family is trying to justify everything. Trying to save his career. You guys are trying so hard But little do you know that we have proof that Sonya Massey has mental problems and she tried to seek for help. And it looks like you guys knew about it. Oh, I dare you say no. I dare you say no. You see, you said in the back of your car, do you have any history of a 1096? You see, Sonya Massey doesn't have a bad record, buddy. I checked that out. But you do. You tried to find something. Let me not put this man's photo. He didn't do nothing. See, this beautiful lady has nothing bad of history. If she was a threat, they would have notified you. You would have knew. But what people did know is that she had problems and she was trying to seek help. Hence why she called your barnacle. She called. People knew. Family knew. There was officers that day before the incident. You knew. But you wanted to make a comment saying that drugs are up. Something in that form. But you didn't say anything in that aspect of mental illness. You said, you know what? Is she a 1096? Is she, you know? You even said it yourself. You called us. She tried to dismiss you. You wouldn't let that happen. She tried to show you paperwork. You didn't. You brushed that off. I got receipts to everything that I'm saying, by the way. If anybody, if anybody's saying no, that's not true, that's not. Stop while you can. I have receipts. What I'm very careful with is the connection between his fiance, her grandfather, the aunt. I have the proof of the aunt wrote that letter and stuff. I'm trying to connect this because Sonya, St. John's Hospital, Sean Grayson, his fiance, who works at the hospital in which the hospital said self-inflicted gunshot wound. Oh, man, it gets deeper than this. Trust me, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Family of a black woman killed by law enforcement earlier this month in Illinois held a rally in her honor as they demanded justice for her death. The now former deputy accused of shooting, Sonya Massey, has been charged with first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. Sabrina Frenza with our CBS News Chicago station has the latest.
John, where we're standing on the west side of the city is just a few blocks away from the United Center. That's where the Democratic National Convention will be in just a few weeks. And those who are inside this rally in this church are saying that the name Sonya Massey, the idea of police reform, should both be brought up during that convention. They say they called this rally and press conference because of a grievance that was filed saying that the officer involved in her death, the person who shot Sonya Massey, was terminated without just cause.
The reason we call this
without just cause. Did you guys hear that? Without just cause. Without just cause. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Do we have a cause? Do we have a cause? Oh, by the way, shout out to Cole for the 5 gifted subs. Cole, I haven't seen that from you in a while. So, Cole, let's get some W's for Cole, my wonderful mod. Shout out to Breezy for the super chats also. She said, don't forget to like and share part 2. You know what Breezy says. Tegan with the $2.99 super chat says, good day from Aussie Love. You are a gem mate. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Boswell. Thank you so much. Guys, hit the like, hit the share button. We are just getting started from could be, not confirmed, cover up. I'm believing. I know that sounds crazy, but I do have some proof. I'm going to show you. And it's what I showed you before and more of what I'm going to show you now. Like and share, guys. That would mean a lot to me. Get this out there.
Conference, Reverend Al, was because we got so many inquiries Attorney Jackson and I, after the police union filed a grievance on behalf of Deputy Sean Grayson, who killed Sonya Massey, saying that he was terminated without cause.
This while there are still many unanswered questions of why Sean Grayson, who is now charged with murder in the shooting that killed Sonya Massey earlier this month, was hired in the first place after multiple misconduct complaints. He was even asked by a deputy chief and other staff at his previous job about a, quote, mountain of public policy violations against him. When questioned how he was still employed by that county after 7 months, Grayson said he did not know. His job in Sangamon County was his 6th job in law enforcement.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Spare me the theatrics. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Are you kidding me? Did I just hear that?
Who is now charged with murder in the shooting that killed Sonya Massey earlier this month, was hired in the first place after multiple misconduct complaints. He was even asked by a deputy chief and other staff at his previous job about a, quote, mountain of public policy violations.
Mountain of public policy violations. That's one. Guys, that's almost enough. But listen to this part.
Against him when questioned how he was still employed by that county after 7 months.
How was he still employed after mountain of policy breaches? Listen to this.
Grayson said he did not know. His job in Sangamon County was his 6th job.
How you don't know? How you don't know that's your job? How you don't know that was your 6th job? Explain that to guys, please. I need someone to explain it to me. How you don't know. How the guy that hired him, sheriff's deputy, how I didn't know that was my 6th job. Excuse me? Erica just said it. He's a legend bully. He is. This is enough evidence to show not only that you don't deserve this job, that you don't deserve to be hireable by anybody. You're violent. Multiple misconducts. They said mountains of policy. Are you out of your mind? And you think you're going to win this case against this poor woman? What? Me hearing this now? He is a pathological liar. I can't wait to show you what I have later. Disgust.
Employed by that county after 7 months, Grayson said he did not know. His job in Sangamon County was his 6th job in law enforcement since August of 2020. And inside some of Sonya Massey's final words, now becoming a rallying cry for her family. Some 30 members of family and friends inside this church and other supporters, they're saying until there is justice for Sonya Massey, they will rebuke the names of the people involved in the name of Jesus. We're on the west side of Chicago. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Guys, it gets worse. It gets worse. I'm telling you, I'm going to find this connection, this strange connection, what's going on here. Fiance, you think that people would have some type of humanity inside of themselves to think that you did okay that day. Not guilty? File the grievance? The union is saying, dude, we can't even back you up. We saw the video. Pot or not, either way, you messed up the same way. And it's what you said after you shot her. It's what you said. You disrespected her home. You disrespected even your own deputy. You lied to everyone. She charged at you with boiling water? Didn't you not learn from 2 years ago? That deputy said, how can we protect you if you lie? You lied again. You did it again. You lied. I wonder what else you lied about, because why would the hospital say she shot herself? Oh, now we getting down, ladies and gentlemen. Now we getting down, because we only at the tip of this. We talked about the hospital, but who said it? Who made the family believe in this? Oh, you think this was going to be another killing? As not going to be mentioned in the news? Guys, this is another woman who got shot by a cop. Yeah, they're going to sweep this like every other cop. Every other incident, they're just going to sweep this. We're just going to tell them that she shot herself, and we're good. Oh, buddy. Thank God for audio, for dispatch calls, and thank you for video cam footage. Thank you for your officer for putting that video. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, if we didn't have this footage, oh my God, you guys don't get it. You don't understand. I have looked at this video. I have looked at this video more times than you watch TV this whole week. I promise you. Look, at the time, Officer number uno, Sean, put his on after it happened. So it has a grace period of when you can press it, and it only saves up to 10, 5, 15 minutes before you click it. He then put it on. He violated that. He's been supposed to put it on. He knows that. So he pressed the button. He didn't know his partner had his on the whole time, in which he followed protocol. That's why you only see certain amount of seconds from when he said, you better not, I'll shoot you in the... He didn't know that. He pressed the button. It gets more dirty. Watch what Sonya Massey's daughter got to say. And I need you to watch the connection that I'm going to show you on the map. Stay tuned. Damn, YouTube, 290 likes, 900 people watching. YouTube, please hit that like button for me. That means so much. Please, please, please. I want to get this video out there to as much people as possible. Please. Facebook, hit the share, hit the like. If you can, go to YouTube, please. If you can, just please. It's just better that way. Okay? Let's continue.
Newly released recordings in the deadly police shooting of Sonya Massey. She's the Illinois woman killed by a sheriff's deputy earlier this month after calling for help about a possible prowler at her home. The recordings obtained by CBS News include a 911 call from Massey's mother pleading for non-combative officers to be sent to her daughter's home. CBS's Charlie DeMar now with the disturbing new developments. We do want to warn you, the video report is disturbing.
I heard somebody outside.
911 calls and dispatch audio are giving the fullest look yet at what happened to Sonya Massey on July 5th and 6th. Records appear to show she was experiencing a prolonged mental health episode. Her mother, Donna, called for help.
The mental people told me to call 911.
That was at 9:09 a.m. 16.
Sorry about that, guys. I got to rewind this because I think I caught something. Hold on real quick.
Home. CBS's Charlie DeMar now with the disturbing new developments. We do want to warn you, the video report is disturbing.
I heard somebody outside.
911 calls and dispatch audio are giving the fullest look yet at what happened to Sonya Massey on July 5th and 6th. Records appear to show she was experiencing a prolonged mental health episode. Her mother, Donna, called for help.
The mental people told me to call 911.
That was at 9:09 a.m.
So it is confirmed. She did call 911 in the morning. You guys, please don't look at it as, oh, well, no, she has mental problems. No. Many people could have mental problems, anything. That doesn't mean that they're a threat. Absolutely not, no. She sought for help. She wanted to get help. That was 9 a.m. And you know what that means? He would be notified. If she called again, 911 called, they would notify him. If not, he's supposed to know. She called the same day.
16 hours before she was shot.
Please don't send no combative policemen that are prejudiced, please. They're scary.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Please don't send no combative policemen that are prejudiced, please.
Oh my God. No. Oh my God, the mother told them. The mother told them, don't send no combative policemen. Oh my God, this is not real. This can't be real. This can't, wait a minute, time out. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, she thinks she told you. She told you. Wait, what?
They're scary. I'm scared of.
They're scary. I am scared of
The police.
She was scared of police. Guys, we were right. She was scared. Oh my God. That's why she. We were right. She was afraid. We said that. She looked it afraid. That's why she was fearing for her life. That's why I told you guys the context clues were there. The context clues were there. We read this correctly. She was afraid, let alone a prowler ain't around her home. She called for help. She said, please don't hurt me. You called us with his attitude. She was afraid. I feel like I failed her. I'm not even in the same state or a police officer. But just to hear that call of someone saying, please, she needs help, but please, she's not okay. Don't send nobody combative. Guys, if I would have heard that, I would have been, okay, so okay, I see what you're saying. No combative. Okay, so she don't want no contest. She wants to seek help. Like, guys, like help. Like, guys, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue, please. I'm not okay. Please, guys, I'm really afraid of people. She's afraid. Fuck! Donald Davis, thank you for the 5 super chat. And Chris Tell, thank you for the 5 super chat. Thank you, guys.
Don't send no combative policemen that are prejudiced, please. They're scary. I'm scared of the police. Sometimes they make the shit worse.
Oh my! Sometimes they make the situation worse. They literally called it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Then Massey herself called 911 just before 1 p.m. and called again early the next morning after she heard what she thought was a prowler outside her home.
I keep hearing stuff on the outside of my house.
This is Sonya, guys. She's talking. Guys, this is Sonya. This is Sonya. Wait a minute. She called that. Okay, yeah, she called that 12:49, guys. Oh, man, this poor baby.
Thought was a prowler outside her home.
I keep hearing stuff on the outside of my house, and it sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Oh, could y'all come and see?
She just wanted help.
Officer Sean Grayson and his partner were dispatched. The encounter with police escalated quickly.
Drop the pot.
Body cam video clearly captured Officer Sean Grayson shooting Massey in her kitchen.
Headshot wounded a female. Headshot wounded a female. Units on scene are 1078 shots fired.
But later, dispatchers can be heard saying they were told Massey died due to a self-inflicted wound.
Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. This is the title of the podcast. That is the definition of a cover-up. When statements are contradicted and we have proof by the officers themselves saying self-inflicted gunshot wound, but then you did it, then you turn on your body cam after, but then you tell the hospital it was self-inflicted, and then you tell the fucking family that it was self-inflicted, and you thought this wasn't gonna go viral, and we found the proof.
They're now saying self-inflicted.
They're now saying self-inflicted. That's bullcrap. I'm sick of this. That's cover up. That is cover up.
The Massey family accuses the department of trying to cover up the cause of her death by claiming it was a self-inflicted gunshot.
He needs to go to jail for life. I don't want to see him in public ever again, honestly.
The Sangamon County Sheriff says former Deputy Sean Grayson admits to the shooting at least twice on body camera video and that there was never any confusion over how Sonya Massey died, and nor the department also denying those claims of a cover-up.
And you want to see that 911 dispatch call, you want to hear it, I have the full length. I showed this once. I think only once. I'm going to show it again, the full length, but I want you to listen closely because I showed the part where they said yes, but low. But he also said he shot her, but it's also self-inflicted. You know what, man? You know what? If there was a harsher crime for this guy, give it to him. I said what I said. I said what I said. Now that that's confirmed, we just heard it. We just heard it. We heard the 911 call at 9 a.m. At 12:49 a.m. that following day. And then the cover-up of self-inflicted. I cannot hear anything no more of someone trying to say she's at fault. Excuse me, let me retract that. I cannot hear someone say that this is not a cover-up. That is the definition of cover-up. I'm more heartbroken now. Whatever conversation Sonya Massey had with her mom, the mom stated that she is afraid, that she's afraid of the... Guys, I am not being dramatic. You need to understand something. When someone lives by themselves and they're not mentally okay and they hear somebody banging on their house, they're alone and they can't even call the police to make a friend, to seek help, who do they have to turn to? She was by herself. She called for help. And the only people on the planet who gets paid to help people, she couldn't even trust them. I'm like hurt right now. Like I didn't know.
We have an update now on the story about Sonya Massey, the Illinois mother shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy after she called 911 for help. The police union representing that deputy, Sean Grayson, now says it won't continue with efforts to reinstate him.
Something good. Something, at least. Something. They won't continue with efforts to reinstate him. And you know why I'm celebrating this? Small victories matter. I am telling you, every single time, and I don't care, I'm going to say, a cop kills someone, they get the benefit. They always get, we'll hire him back. He's fine. Let him go. I mean, we're talking about a cop that shot a 4-year-old little boy, Tyrell. What happened with that, ladies and gentlemen? I think you know the answer to that. A little boy. Guys, stop it. He didn't have no weapon. He wasn't a threat. Someone used him as a weapon, put a weapon to him. And he was like, you know what? Boom. Yes, you heard me correctly. And guess what happened to the cop? He's fine. He's cool. He's free. He's good. Got a job. He's an officer. He's fine. How is this any different from Sonya? Sonya was afraid of the police. She said...
Massey's 17-year-old son, Malachi, talked to CBS Chicago about Grayson.
Yeah, he needs to go to jail for life. I don't want to see him in public ever again, honestly. Why would they even let him out to the public with a badge and a gun, knowing that all of the stuff he has going on? It's no way. None of this should have happened, honestly.
Grayson, who had a history of disciplinary issues, has pleaded not guilty to murder charges.
Yes, somebody said no. They said that sometimes the police makes it worse. You are correct. Now, again, I say this every stream. I am not saying all police are bad. I'm saying that there are a lot of police that are bad. We must recognize this. We must be transparent. We must be real. I don't play that fake shit on this stream, on this podcast. We have all these officers all around, even on TikTok, Twitter, saying, okay, yeah, he messed up. I showed all the officers. I heard of a rumor that there was one officer who said that, you know, sometimes we need to take measures like this. And you know what she did? She deleted the video because you know you're wrong. SK Pay with the 1995. Can we give some thumbs up? Can we like that super chat? Thank you, guys. Everybody send it. Oh, Nicole, if you send a super... excuse me. Let me be thorough here. SKP, thank you so much for that. Nicole, thank you for the 5 gifted from Nicole on the roll. Thank you so much. Donald, thank you for the 5. Tegan says with the... I read that, right? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Cole again. Narissa, welcome to welcome to Novicity Nation. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. We did end the podcast the last time. I do apologize. It's not on purpose, okay? Now that I proved that to you, look at this part, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this one. Hold on. Wait a minute. I want to show you something crazy. Okay.
This is what we...
Okay. Look at this. Do you guys see what I'm looking at? No? This is the distance of Sonya Massey's house and the hospital. It is an 11-minute drive. Now, where am I going with this? You're saying, no, where are you going with this, buddy? What are you trying to show us? Hey, what is that address? Well, if I zoom it in, you see H. Anytime you see H, that means hospital. What if I click that? What would it say? What hospital? St. John's Hospital, the closest hospital to Sonya Massey's house. Wait a minute. St. John's? That sounds familiar. Wait a minute. St. John's? That sounds like something I know. Who works at... Wait a minute. St. John's? Who works there? Who works there? Can somebody in the chat tell me? 11-minute drive from Sonya Massey's house to the nearest hospital? The house where Sean Grayson shot and murdered Sonya Massey? Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Who works there, ladies and gentlemen? Can somebody say it on Facebook or YouTube? Who works there? You got it right. You got it correct. Sean Grayson's fiance works at that hospital. You heard me correct. Now, you don't believe me? Have a look. Registered nurse at HSHS St. John's Hospital. Registered nurse at St. John's Hospital. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. Sergeant with the flashlight. Where's the gun? There's no gun. She came at me with boiling water. There's no gun? Where's the gun? There is no gun. She came at me with hot boiling water. Let's take it to the hospital. What's the nearest hospital? St. John's Hospital. Are you connecting the dots, ladies and gentlemen? Do you understand what I found out? Are you connecting the dots, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, man, these people are just... Have a listen for yourself.
You want to run down real quick? 96. So, is there anything you think we can do for her? No. Alright, I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then. You want to run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
Alright. House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
Where's the gun?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah.
You shot her? Yeah! But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chat, didn't we just... Chat, am I going crazy, or did we not hear something at the beginning? I could have sworn I heard something. I could have sworn we heard something, chat.
But later, dispatchers can be heard. Body cam video clearly captured Officer Sean Grayson shooting Massey in her kitchen.
Headshot wounded a female. Headshot wounded a female. Units on scene are 1078 shots fired.
But later, dispatchers can be heard saying they were told Massey died due to a self-inflicted wound.
They're now saying self-inflicted.
Explain this to me. You know, the family didn't find out that the day that this happened. The family found out the next day. And they were told it was self-inflicted gunshot wounds. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand. If we did not have the body cam footage, do you get it? Do you understand what I'm telling you? If we did not have the body cam footage, they could have got away with this. Talk about a cover-up. We're not done. We are not done. Listen to this.
Really need to be talking about. She said her mother told her something like this was going to happen. Now I'm gonna roll a clip, but this is the scary part. She said she ain't gonna say no names. Y'all, protect this young woman at all costs. Now with that being said, I'm gonna roll a clip.
last thing my mom told me when she talked to me is that she gave me specific names. I'm gonna tell y'all, but she did tell me that the police was gonna
That the police are gonna kill her.
or these other people. And I'm like, why is that? And then after that, I didn't talk to her until like about 2 days later. And she was like, she had told me her exact words is they gonna baby. And I got mad.
So Sonya Massey told her daughter, okay, this is the part where this is a little creepy, and I can't truly back this up. I give the facts, but Sonya Massey told her daughter that the police are gonna kill her. Yo, I have no words for this. I have no words for this. I don't know what to think, what to say, but that's crazy. I have the full video of this this discussion.
We had gotten to it, and I'm like, stop saying that because you're gonna speak out upon yourself. And then the day, like 30 minutes before she died, she called me and she texted me asking me what I was doing, but I didn't reply because I was asleep. But the day before that, I talked to her. She was like, I love you. She always just kept saying, I love you, I love you. And then she texted me, she said, God always wins and mom loves you. And then I was supposed to go home with her that night too. But I was like, no, because I knew something was off. I was like, I'm just have my dad bring me in the morning. And the next morning came, like 8 o'clock that morning, I told my dad I tried to call my mom back. And then that's when he told me that she was.
Let me say this, and I don't.
Y'all gotta share this because I don't see a lot of influencers talking about this part at all.
Oh, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about a lot. I'm talking about a lot. And if you know me, I am not a conspiracy theory. Everything that I just finished telling you is fact, but when I got to this part exactly, I can't give you information on that. But if Sonya said it to her daughter, that the police are gonna, it's insane. But what I can tell you, we're gonna come back to that. Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Scott Butterfield Center is congratulating by his daughters, Isabel Butterfield on the left and Anna Butterfield on the right, after he was given an award for the Illinois Fraternal, Order of Police. I sounded like Brent Kump. For his on-duty actions. I couldn't pronounce that. Fraternal. Sorry, guys. Certain words I can't pronounce. Fraternal Order of Police from his on-duty actions that saved a life during a ceremony at the Sangamon County building Wednesday, February 5th, 2020 in Springfield, Illinois. Deputy Butterfield was one of the sheriff's deputies that received an automated defibrillator that was, listen to this, donated through a grant from the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation in 2017 that provides AEDs to various departments in the state through the FOB State Lodge. It's something that all of us do every single day. You do your job, and if something happens, you respond to the call. And this one worked out. Said Butterfield in September of 2019. Now, this blows my mind. This blows my mind because that is Scott Butterfield. And that's her on the left. Is this the man responsible for getting Sean the job? Because it seems to me that this family is still on Sean's side throughout this whole mess. They are on Sean's Grayson's side. You don't believe me? Well, the letter that the grandmother wrote seems to be proof, because she's asking for, what about the family? I'll read that letter in a few. I want to get to the new updated information. That hospital. What happened in a hospital? Because the hospital could tell the family, hey, your mother shot herself. Ooh, there's going to be a big problem here. I mean, somebody could actually go to jail. Somebody could go to jail. That's false information. Who said it? Who said that? I wonder who said that. I don't know. I don't know who said that. I wonder who said that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a lot of dirtiness going on. It's a lot of that. I don't know. I'm just saying. We're going to get to that new video.
Now just 23 blocks.
Oh, Narissa with the 10 super chat. Not sure if I'm right, but on the webcam, listen to the cop on the left side leaning on the pole on what he's saying when he says to the killer. That's when he and the sergeant walks out. Narissa, do you mind giving me a specific stamp? Or I need to... The poll on the left. Okay, Narissa, I'm going to... Mods, can we copy and paste her comment in our cord real quick so I can remember that? And thank you for the 10. Metal Chick 82. Guys, I can't feature your comments because it's not working. Sorry. She says, justice for Sonya Massey. Thank you for all your hard work. No, you are so welcome. I do work hard. And thank you for acknowledging that and the wonderful compliment, Metal Chick. And I love your name. Thank you so much. Brown Sugar, thank you for the 199. She says, what is done in the dark will come to light. Well said. Well, oh, you guys are going crazy with these super chats. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Jamie Lopez, thank you so much for the 99 cents. I appreciate that. Let me make a statement before I continue this video. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really, I know people believe in God and there's people that don't believe in God. I am agnostic. So I'm not in anyone's realm to say. I'm open. But I can tell you this. This is a very scary thing happening here. You know, if the mother can make that phone call the day before she got shot to say those words, and then the daughter says that, and then Sonya is proven she's scared, and she says, baby, I think the cops are going to me 2 days before it happened. Yeah, that can scare someone. That's a bit freaky to me. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to make me believe and have me have faith or anything. And I respect people who have faith or who don't have faith. But I can admit this is scary. You got me.
From where the Democratic National Convention will meet in just a few days.
Who is still in disbelief that the police officer killed her daughter in her own home. Also present with us is her 17-year-old son, Malachi Massey, who was the first person notified by the hospital that his mother had been shot in the face. And they never told him or anybody else in their family who shot their mother in her face. Also present with us is his 15-year-old daughter, Sonya Massey. Also present.
Get ready for what the daughter's going to say.
Is her father, Jimmy, Uncle Raymond, Sonya's uncle, and a whole host of aunts and cousins and sisters who are present with us to get justice for Sonya Massey.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you want to take phone calls. My thing hasn't been working, but I'm going to see if it works. I have a brand new phone number for Novacity. If you have the old number, delete it. Let me know in the comments, yes or no. If you want me to take phone calls, you can call and give me your thoughts. You have any questions? Give me your opinions. Share some facts. This is a freedom of speech. If you with this, against this, I still give you the right to talk. Do not be shy. Don't be afraid. Let me know if you want phone calls, because shit's about to go down.
Now, we also have the family of Jacob Blake Sr. and Amir Locke, who we thank very much for coming to stand with Sonya Massey's family. And we have a special guest, my mentor, our civil rights leader, who didn't think it robbery to come from being with President Biden to get here to Chicago to be with the family of Sonya Massey, just like he was with so many other families, whether that's Trayvon Martin or Michael Brown in Ferguson. Roland Martin is coming up on 10 years since Michael Brown was killed in Ferguson. Hands up, don't shoot. And Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Tyree Nichols, and so many others. And that is none other than the National Action Network.
I know people are saying, no, can you please play the video with the self-inflicted gunshot wound? I'm going to right after this. This won't be long.
Let me first say that when I heard and saw the video, I was as outraged as I was when I first saw the video on George Floyd. As outraged.
Did you want to say about? What she told you? Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. She said, God love you and Mama.
The last thing my mom told me when she talked to me is that she gave me specific names. I'm gonna tell y'all, but she did tell me that the police was gonna kill her or these other people, and I'm like, why is that? And then after that, I didn't.
No, wait.
Talk to her until like about 2 days later, and she was like, she had told me her exact words is they gonna kill mommy, baby, and I got mad. We had gotten to it, and I'm like, stop saying that because you're gonna speak down upon yourself. And then the day, like 30 minutes before she died, she called me and she texted me asking what I was doing, but I didn't reply because I was asleep. But the day before that, I talked to her. She was like, I love you. She always just kept saying, I love you, I love you. And then she texted me. She said, God always wins, and Mom loves you. And then I was supposed to go home with her that night too. But I was like, no, because I knew something was off. I was like, I'm just have my dad bring me in the morning. And the next morning came, like 8 o'clock that morning. I told my dad I tried to call my mom back. And then that's when he told me that she was killed.
Let me say this, and I don't want what Mordecai said to go off unnoticed. If you know that a law enforcement, a sheriff's deputy, kills somebody, how do you call them?
How can you? I mean, how? Who do you call? Who? If the police are out to get you too, who do you call? Ghostbusters? I would rather call Ghostbusters than to call these people. It's ridiculous. All right, here it is, everyone. The 911 dispatch call. I'm going to let this entire thing play because this is longer than the other one that I had. This is the full one, I believe. We all heard Sonya Massey and her voice. You know, it's unfortunate. But let's listen to that 911 call. Now, my mods are going to post the phone number. The phone number. Please text the phone number. Text it. Do not call. Text. Do not call. Text with your name. Hey, this is Bree. I'm a member. If you are a member, say that. If you're not a member, then just don't say that because members get priority. They do. You can become a member now. You will get automatically first dibs and priority in the chat and in the calls. And your slow-mo don't work on your account when you're a member. So that means that you can type as much as you want when you want. Become a member on Facebook or YouTube. Get ready for the phone calls right after this dispatch call. Take a pause to read this. I'm going to give you guys time to read this. I'll give you guys 1 minute. Read this real quick, and then a dispatch call is going to start. All right? I'm going to activate slow-mo. Members, you relax. You're good. You don't get the slow-mo version. Okay? Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're brand new on Facebook. YouTube, do me a big favor. We have 1,500 people over at YouTube, but we only have 700 likes. That's almost half. YouTube, please hit that like button for me. You could be on any device. It's easy. It's the thumbs up. Hit the like button. I want to push this video out as much as I can. That means so much if you can. All right? Again, guys, do not call the number. Just text your name, okay? Just text your name. Bree is going to pin it, and I believe Ko is going to put it on YouTube right now. I'm going to call you guys, okay? Shout out to Teresa for the 2 super chat. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate that. All right.
Ashley 318, 319, just 43. When you're clear that, I'm going to have you both stacked to a prowler. Caller hears noises outside the house. Wouldn't answer questions. Hung up on. 19, I'm en route. 18 en route. 7.
Wait a minute. I can identify that voice then, right?
19, I'm en route.
19, I'm en route.
18 en route. 7. 18 and 19, 23. 18, 19, 7. 19 from 18, let's not. Can't get contact with it. 7. 319. 319. You want to try and call her 17 back here and let her know we're out front. So. Hitting no answer on callback, going to a voicemail with no name. I hear her phone ringing, and she's using some of the doors, so we're about to go check it. 318, 319. 43 now, we're getting an open line on 911 from a 911 only cell phone. It's not the call that she originally called from. And all we can hear is some sort of wrestling around. Yeah, she was yelling inside. She told us to hold on.
And then she came out and she told you, I'm sorry, I was not dressed properly. I had to find some clothes to wear. She put on whatever she did and a gown. You heard the phone ringing. She's not going to get to the phone because you knocked on the door. She said she was putting on clothes. Use your head. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Where's the logic? 199 Netta. Oh my God. Look what Netta says. She says, my opinion, she was extremely intelligent. And that led to that is, wait, what? I couldn't read that. Hold on. Hold on, Netta. The LE that did this, the law enforcement that did this knew he could use her illness as an excuse for what he did. Right. Well said. People rebuke in prayers when they are frightened. She sourced energy, prayers for Sonya and the family. Well said, Sonya. Jesus. Well said. It's me. Thank you for joining the family. It's me. Netta, well said. Exactly.
I got a 20 foot. Go ahead. Hang on. 318, are you out with her? Yes, please hang up. Absolutely will. Gentlemen's close, units out, and you can start.
Headshot wounded female. 1078.
And you can start 2868 Hoover, 2868 Hoover. Units on scene are 1078, shots fired. You can start for 2868 Hoover, 1018, use 10-0 for shots fired. CMS going to be in round. Show me. 7-4. Training 5, Trevor. Restriction on.
669, 10-4.
Where's that at?
695, 2678 Hoover, 2678 Hoover.
Round.
10-4.
Creo 2, I'm in route.
85.
2. From ahead. Copy that.
Adam 03, once we get some suspect information or vehicle information, that's the stuff we need to start working on to help them out.
Adam 03, key 21.
4.
Springfield 4, Frank 19, 1042.
19, 10-4.
Spring Y. Just confirm self-inflicted.
You heard that? I talked about this when I first dropped this video. First dropped the video. I should have edited that small little part where he said yes. I believe Des did that also. Listen to it. I'm going to boost the volume up. That's why the news and outlets reported this. My man confirmed it. Are you out of your mind to say self-inflicted gunshot wound? Did you just conspire to cover up? Are you out of your mind?
Just confirm self-inflicted.
Did you hear that? Did you listen closely? Shout out to Desiree becoming a member. Whoever just joined to become a member, welcome to the family. You will get priority. Use that phone number, text your name and what your name is, And if you're a member, if you're not a member, you can still call in, but it'll be after the members.
Just confirm self-inflicted.
That's insane to me. I cannot believe this. I can't believe this. How this doesn't boil your blood? Tony, thank you for the $1.99. Tony?
2 on off. Copy County's update. I didn't. Self-inflicted.
You look at that. Wow. 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 Yes, Madden, that's very true.
Okay, thank you. Units en route to Hoover, slow down and continue. Units en route to 2868 Hoover, slow down and continue. 10 more units en route to Hoover, continue to slow down. EMS coming 1018. All units have been advised to slow down except for EMS who is coming 1018. 43, team is going to be coming 1018. Make sure you're clear of the roadway to the scene.
695, turn 4.
I'm on D23. 16-1 arrived, 39.
16-1, 10-4.
I think we're good out here. We don't need anybody else. 10-4, any answer?
Why does this guy always... guys, here's what I believe it's a cover-up, because it's been proven already. It's a fact already. But here's the variables identified within the cover-up. Did you guys see what he told the people, do not go inside? It was only his partner and the sergeant. His partner was already there. He can't say no to a sergeant. Everybody else, he said, no. He said it 2 or 3 times. Don't go inside. It's okay. Stay out there. My guy, you are no one in that command, in that chain, that branch, to tell other deputies to do that. Who are you? Who are you? You can't tell a sergeant that, and you can't tell your partner that. Your partner's rendering aid. You the one that said, don't get your med kit. I'm not going to waste my med kit. I watched that video so many times. It took you 2 minutes to change your mind. In total, it took you 4 to bring the med kit and to place it behind, in front of the island. Your friend, your partner, the one you call dipshit. Remember, Sean Grayson? Your officer, who you call dipshit, was the one that applied medical attention. You didn't. You told him no. And then you changed your mind. You know why you changed your mind? Because you know deep down you felt wrong. Only guilty people will change their mind. People who tell the truth don't change their stories, don't change their narrative, and don't change their actions. Truth is truth. Liars, they change. They adapt to the situation. They try to maneuver, which means cover up. You failed. You failed. You failed to lie. You failed the good officers, but the main thing, you failed Sonya.
Route to Hoover that are not 10-6-23, disregard and advise.
On full investigation, this hood will be en route, and they are contacting their CSI as well.
Copy that.
And I'm 23 on Hoover.
Okay, we're going to be taking phone calls. Members, you get priority. I am excited for this. I got to hear what you guys got to say. Even if you disagree, you think that Sean was in the right, please don't. No one's going to attack you. I will never do that. I want to hear what you have to say. If you agree, I want to hear what you have to say. If I miss something, I want to hear what you have to say. You guys are very intelligent in the comments. Trust me, I've done this for years. You guys always catch something I miss, and you guys always ask very good questions. Please, the phone number that's pinned on both Facebook and YouTube, text with your name and say, hey, no, I'm a subscriber. That means you're not a member. Say, hey, I am a member. That means you're not a subscriber. If you're an executive, let it be known. Okay? All right. So you guys heard that already. I already showed you. It is replayed on YouTube so many times. Look at the bar. Everybody has listened to this. This has been played thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. You have heard that.
Swing why? Just confirm self-inflicted.
Michelle over at YouTube, I wish I could show you a comment. That was a very, very good comment. You are correct, and that's what I believe. You can join the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, if you want. You can join the Discord. By the way, Discord is in the comments, all right? Or my mods will post it right now.
2 on off. Copy County's update. I didn't. Self-inflicted. Okay, thank you.
Self-inflicted, my ass. Spare me the theatrics, honestly. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Units around Hoover continue to slow down. EMS coming 1018. All units have been advised to slow down except for EMS, who is coming 1018. 43, team is going to be coming 1018. Make sure you're clear of the roadway to the scene.
Hello?
Hey, this is No from the Vestity. You're on live. What's up? How's it going?
Hello. Hi, everybody in chat. It's going just really sickened with everything that is being reported about Sonya's death. But at the same time, I'm like not surprised because like the more and more time goes on, the more you're hearing about like this very same thing happening. I had stated in a comment, like I think it was the other day during a podcast, that my brother's ex-best friend was an officer here in my city, and he is actually doing some prison time right now because the FBI had came here to my city and they cleaned house with law enforcement. There was just too many things being reported, illegal acts and things being covered up by the officers here, and my brother's ex-best friend was one of those officers, and the stuff that they uncovered that he was doing, it was just mind-boggling to me. But at the same time, I was like not surprised because the level of arrogance in him, it matches the same as this trash that killed Sonya. Like the personalities are like pretty much identical, you know,
Really?
of these officers. Oh yeah, like their entitlement. They think they're above everybody. They're better than everybody. They have to be the best in everything. They can get away with anything. But like they're gods pretty much in their own eyes. Like they're, you know, they see themselves as such.
Right.
And yeah, and I just like it's like you were saying. It's scary. Who are we gonna call when we need help? Because we can't even trust these cops. Like, I mean, you hear that these law enforcement officers, when they're hired, they're literally trained to lie to us. They're literally trained and instilled in them when they're going through training that from the moment you open your mouth to them, whatever the situation is, you're lying to them. They don't believe a word you say. And so when they're trying to, you know, be nice or whatever, people need to remind themselves of that. And I'm not saying like be anti, you know, law enforcement officer or whatever, you know, don't back the blue. I'm just saying there's more corruption in law enforcement than people really actually realize. And it's really scary. I think this with Sonya, oh my God, my heart breaks so bad for her because you can see just how scared, like how meek she looked from the moment she opened her door. She looked really, really meek. She kind of like shrunk even smaller. Like she was very just small to them. I don't know, like I'm kind of at a loss for words, but then I'm not at the same time. It just really sickened me how to see him standing over her and how she's just cowering down and he still shot her. And in the face.
Yes.
In the face.
Yes, shot her.
In the face. I just like, oh my God, I wanted to throw up. Like when I heard these details, like you're standing over her, you're looking at her, she's begging for her life, and you still shoot her, and then you insult her after the fact, and then you sit there. I mean, if you really pay attention, he's sitting there staring at her for a good few seconds while she's bleeding to death.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yep.
Those kind of people, those sociopaths, like no guilt, no nothing, no soul, basically. That's a very scary thing to know that these kinds of people have positions in jobs that like are, you know, up there, you know, like
right.
That's scary to me. I don't even know, like, what we're supposed to do if we need help.
Right. No, you bring up some very good points, and like it's scary to know that like if I can't call my own local enforcement, who can I call? You know, the mother clearly stated, please send some, please, like non-combative. She told
Yeah, you know what? Yes, but like that really like raised alarm bells in my head. Like, why was that specifically requested?
Yes, exactly. Something must have happened. Something happened where she said, please, no combative law. Something happened. And I can't, trust me, I've been doing my research. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Unless,
that right there.
Unless I can get an
like,
interview, if I can get an interview with the mom or the aunt or the son, if you're watching this, family, please contact me.
Because that alone, I don't know for anybody else, but that was like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Why was that requested? What in the world happened before that? Because you should never have to request something like that when you're asking for help.
Well said. Exactly. Why?
And you know what? Something else that really had me questioning. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was thinking to myself, the dude went through how many other law enforcement agencies before he went to this one? Okay? And I mean, just passing him along with each other or whatever, you would think that law enforcement would be the one job that you could rely and depend on them doing a thorough background check on anybody that tries to become an officer, but yet all these law enforcement agencies still give him a job.
And what hurts me is that he got this job like it's a hookup from McDonald's. Like, don't worry, girl, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like? Hey, you know what? Like, hey, I was an ex this. I can hook you up. Like, you have how many DUIs? You got let go. I mean, who gets discharged from the Army? That's serving your country.
Yeah. I really want to know exactly what it was that hit me, because I think, what was it, DUI or something like that? Was it that's why they kicked him out?
I don't think that's the reason why. I forgot why exactly, but he got let go. And what hurts me the most is that this man can do this and try his way to say self-inflicted gunshot wound to try to...
The audacity. I mean, like, you know what? You know what? No, if you really pay attention to, like, his facial expression after the fact that he shoots her and he looks back at his partner, the look of like panic in his face for a few split seconds, because when his partner told him that his cam was on, he panicked for a few seconds. Like, okay, like, how am I gonna cover this up? Like, he panicked, and then you can tell by his face that he starts looking. The wheels in his head start turning. Okay, how am I gonna cover this up?
Mm-hmm. You also noticed that when he said about the body cam footage, he said, "You okay? You sure you okay?"
Yeah, like, why are you asking him if he's okay?
Right.
You know, like,
you shot
what
her.
The hell?
You shot her. And what everybody missed was when he put on the body cam, he decided to go get his med kit.
Oh yeah. Well, let me show you. I did, and then him placing it inside behind the thing. I'm like, well, yeah, he's gonna put it in there so he can say, I did try to get my med kit. Look, it's right there.
Exactly.
I did follow protocol. It's right there. Don't you see it?
Exactly. Well, yep, exactly.
It's like, come on, man. People are not stupid. And the ones who cannot see outright all that's in front of us right now and still back him up, in my opinion, respectfully, okay, to anybody in chat that don't agree, it's like, are you really that blind? Are you really that oblivious, like, are ignorant to the fact of what is being presented right in front of you? Mm-hmm. This is very, very deep, and it sickens me. And I just want to say, like, my heart is so broken for Sonya. She had a life. She had people who loved her. And the audacity for somebody to come in and just make think that they have the right to take her life from her that way and then let her suffer alone on the ground. It's like I said the other day, I wish I could have just like jumped in the video and sat on the ground with her and held her hand, because I didn't want her to die like that alone, on her floor. It broke my heart. My heart's broken for her.
Exactly, me too. And you want to know what's scary? I don't think people know about this, but I'm going to tell everyone, including you, that we will never know all the cases that was never caught on body cam footage, that has been swept under the rug, because we only know about this because it went viral, just like Gabby Petito,
Yes.
Brian Koberger, all the other cases. Hold on now. They have found over 200 dead bodies buried behind a police station just recently.
Oh my God, man.
No coverage.
It is. Yeah. It's like you're not hearing about this. These are huge. It's like, wow. It's very, very scary. Like I said, the level of corruption and the people who have high positions in this world is like, where do we turn to? It's very scary.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But thank you so much for amazing brown sugar.
Thanks. No.
Brown sugar. All right, Mama. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I think somebody in the chat was trying to justify the pot. Okay, so again, in my opinion, guys, please respect me and everyone else's opinion. Some people say, oh, I see the pot. Some people say, I don't see the pot. Some people say she threw the water. Some people say she didn't try to. In my slowing down the video of everything that I've done, I have shown the video. I do see the pot, right? But number one, it's not a threat against a gun. Stop it. Number two, he went closer. If it was a threat, he would have not gone closer. Do you understand that? Number three, she didn't premeditated threaten him. She did premeditation. She didn't threaten him. He threatened her. This is all signs of, hey, she even said, I'm sorry, she surrendered. Jesus Christ, she tried to defend herself, for crying out loud. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. His own officer said he should have not went past the counter to continue to threaten her with lethal force if she submitted. Guys, if somebody's coming up to me, whether a cop or not, and they said no combatants, I'm gonna be like, yo, back up. What? Who are police against a civilian? What? They're God's gracious? No. If somebody's coming up to your gun, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna do something. So pot or not, hot or not, stop. The gun, let's be serious for a second. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, a pot of hot water. Oh, I'm sorry, a pot of hot water. That's it, right? Yeah. Man approached her with a gun. I broke down that video more times than you went to the toilet seat today. Let's see. We get a member here. Let's get another member. I'm gonna get regular subscribers. We want regular members. Real quick. And let me tell you something. If you think that he felt great about defending himself against the hot water, he would have never tried to defend himself by saying 1096. Do we have our history? She ran up to me with hot water and self-inflicted gunshot wound. Anyone who doesn't feel like they're not guilty for doing something that is terrible, they would have never changed their narrative. Wannabe, thank you for the 1999. Jesus. Thank you so much. Thank you. Remember, guys, you can text the number. Text the number with your name and your status in the chat. I'm going to give you a call. I'm going to give subscribers a chance also. But also, remember, keep in mind, she pulled the hot water out in the sink. So let's not forget about that, please. Well, some of it, if so. The water was getting inside the hot water. Hey, Sean, how's it going? It's Nove. Perfect. You mind muting the TV or device you're using?
Yeah, I just turned it off.
How you doing, Sean? How's it going? Thank you so much for subscribing, man.
All is well. I'm sorry. I just ran across your channel for the first time, but I was interested in the story.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for watching, man. So, yeah, give me some of your thoughts on the case, if you don't mind.
I feel like it was kind of intentional.
Okay, what was intentional? On whose side?
I mean, like his malice in the situation. I feel like it looked like he was kind of like on a mission. You know, like he kind of. They say the daughter said that the mother said that the police was trying to kill her or something, or gonna kill her.
Oh, right. You see, now that can appear like it's intentional. Absolutely, I understand. I understand.
And then, like he did it. He had his camera off. He told her to pick the pot up. She picked the pot up. He shot her for the pot being in her face. Told his partner not to do anything to help. It's like it just it all the way up. Everything that he needed to do to cover it up. To telling him that it was a self-inflicted wound. To telling him don't get her any help. To his wife working at the hospital up the street. Like it seems so intentional. Like he went there with that in mind.
Right. Absolutely. Everything that played out seemed like he did it in a factor where he needed to shoot someone. Not saying that was the case, but everything points to, hey man, this is shady. You want to abuse some power today. I mean, she literally said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I have never saw any viral video, anyone in my life, anyone in any of my friends' families' lives that got aggressive after someone saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you tell someone I'm going to shoot you in the face? What?
Yeah. And that's the way that they talk to black people, you know, and I feel like this is an important issue. I find it extremely ugly and like upsetting to my stomach to see any male treat any female this way, but I hate it even more so when it's a black female. Like if that's who it normally is, a black female. It's never a white female, or you know, it's just crazy to me that this continuously happens. I had a problem when the police put their knee in a little girl back. Like this stuff is a problem. It's disrespectful to a whole race of people. Can you stop behaving this way? And it's like every time we try to hold them accountable, they try to turn it around and blame us for what they're doing.
Sean, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question, and I don't want to forget this. That's why I had to interrupt you. You mentioned that. Give me your opinion on when they said that it's a self-inflicted gunshot wound, when they try to cover it up.
I'm going to make sure that I'm not the one that's stupid, because that's what this causes. It's like this reverse psychology. Self-inflicted wounds means you shot yourself, right? Mm-hmm. It don't mean that somebody else shot you or threatened to shoot you if you did something. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're lying. They cover up everything that they do. And my point in the chat was I just got kicked out of your chat because I said that Trump said that he wants to give immunity to police officers. And I'm like, that this stuff is going to get way more out of control than this right here. And it's always us at the bottom of the totem pole that gets the mistreatment. Right. And you know, I'm arguing with a lady. She's arguing at me. I'm not even saying I don't know who the lady is, and I get kicked out the chat because I'm telling her to leave me alone.
So it's nothing. So you're new. So let me explain it to you. You're fine.
And I get members. That's not my. You know, I wasn't even bothering her.
It's okay, Sean. Hold on, hold on, buddy. So on my chat, freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. But I just went over the Donald Trump shooting, and it got so hectic in the chat that when I did like my second or third coverage, I said, you know what, no more. So if anyone talks of politics or Trump or Biden or anything, I was like, just mute it. So it's not your fault. It's okay. It's not your fault. You didn't know. So don't worry about it. So the person who kicked you out, it's not her fault neither, because no one knew the rules to tell you. You understand? So don't worry about it. You're fine. But on the point what you were trying to make about Trump saying immunity, somebody just asked him the question today. And I'm only going to talk about this one time because I don't want to talk about Trump, Biden, Kamala. I can't do religion and politics in the chat number because there was fights in the chat, but you didn't know about
Yeah. I've been leaving a few chats today. Yes.
Yeah, and let me tell you why, Sean. Because I get in trouble by YouTube if there's fights. Nobody knows about this. My video would get flagged. So no one knows about this.
Sure.
You know, again, no one's fault. You're fine. But I'm going to say something. With the whole immunity with Trump saying that, I do understand that. And it is confirmed. He did say that. And it is upsetting. I totally understand. When someone asked him about Sonya Massey, he said, I didn't hear about it, but I'd heard about it. And I know a lot of people are like, what? I know. It's upsetting, and he wants to give immunity to cops. I know, but it's...
So, could I ask you something? Just a quick question, not too complicated, but just a guess.
Sure.
So, police officers that have this type of a problem where they're moving from place to place, right? How often do you think they're redoing this stuff all over again? I think I'm saying it wrong because it just sounded stupid coming out my mouth.
No,
but
there's no such thing as stupid questions.
I hear it sounded better than that.
No, it's okay.
I'm like, how often do you think that they are responsible for things like this happening? Those same officers that are moving from location to location. I don't know why they keep allowing that to happen or rehiring them.
Right. So they just talked about it on the news that they want to pass a new law under her name, and they're looking into it. So if they do that, Sean, I mean, that's going to be in her name. So they're what he did was so wrong that they're trying to change it as we speak. So as we go to work, as we sleep, we got people, Senate, representative, whatever you want to call it. But it all comes down to, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to, but I have to say it answers your question. It all comes down to who is president now. So if they propose this and it happens, then they can literally do something like, that's the best way for me to answer your question. I'm trying my best, brother. I'm trying.
And just lastly, I feel like the police department should be held responsible as well. I don't understand if he felt in threat of his life and I'm the officer and I'm standing next to him. I don't know how to say this in a way that is publicly acceptable, but I'm shooting at the person that was shooting, and I'm gonna say it like that, and I will feel like my life is in threat. I would hold the police department responsible in multiple ways.
Yeah, and
for multiple
they try. Listen, they're doing that, and guess what happened? I think the chief did not. Oh, he's not resigning. He said that.
Yeah, see,
but he said
and
this.
It's probably a Republican state, and I don't mean it. But what is the state that it happened in? I don't even know what state it is.
Illinois, Springfield, Illinois. So I just want to touch base before I let you go because I have to go to the next caller. I'm sorry at the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But what I know is that when it comes to Sonya's case, he didn't resign, but he is saying that his officer did wrong and he is sorry. And I know sorry is not enough. I understand that. But it's like
we don't need a new law for him to invoke changes in his department.
Mm-hmm. You're right, and I agree with you.
I appreciate it. Have a nice day. Thank you very much, and I appreciate what you're doing and keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
He didn't know. Let him go. Yes. So, let's see if we can bring him back, Justin, because he didn't know. So for people who don't know, I stopped with the politics and the religion in the chat because we got into the chat was going like people were fighting, and I didn't want that. I want everyone to get along. I'm very peaceful when it comes to this. I love everybody in the chat. You could have any religion, you could be white, black, green, purple, Republican, Democrat. You can hate me. You could be racist. I love you. I'm trying to be positive as possible here. it just with the Donald Trump stuff, when I reported he got shot, it got so messy. I'm like, yo, I got to get away. And I'm afraid to do a live podcast during the election in November. And I have to do that. So hopefully it don't get messy no more. Moving on to the next caller, okay? Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for calling, man. I appreciate that, man. Members get priority. If you're a member, you can call.
Hello?
Hey, Holly, this is No from the Investigator. You are live on the air.
What's up, No?
How are you? How's everything?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's so good to hear. So, yeah.
So I kind of wanted to touch base on exactly what Brown Sugar basically stated on the first call.
Okay.
I mean, literally word for word is basically what I was going to say. So...
you was going to say that.
I was.
Right.
Everything she said is absolutely 100% correct. And the way he turned to his partner, kept saying, "Are you good? Are you good?" You know, just to see if his cam was on. He probably realized then that the cam was on. And he knew he was screwed. He knew it.
Right.
And then he goes outside. You can literally see his hands physically shaking. He's freaking the hell out, thinking to himself, what the hell am I going to say? What the hell am I going to do? Because he knows he messed up. He knows it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. I agree with you. He was like really shaking and...
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could tell. I mean, he was just, both of his hands you could see in the body cam was, he couldn't even grab anything from the trunk.
Right. He stood there for a minute too, right?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
And you could hear him breathing. It's like... You know, and I think under his breath he was like, shit.
Yeah. And this is the guy that was trying to get a med kit the whole time. He's like, yo, I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, good. Very good job.
And what's he do when he gets in there? Oh, well, I'm not going to waste my med kit.
Right.
That's bull.
How does that make you feel that as someone is choking in front of you? Let's say someone's choking. And they're doing it in front of you. And you're like, I'm not going to waste my breath. Literally your air.
Well, that's bullshit, first of all, because I work in medical field. And on top of that, as far as how he was able to get into this particular law enforcement, you know he was hooked up by fiance's dad or whoever the hell, right? We all know that. Because even in my job as working in medical field, they do thorough background checks, okay? Like, you cannot get any nursing or medical assistant or CNA physician, no matter what. You are thoroughly background checked. So for this guy to get into the police force with as much bullshit as he had, it baffles me to no end.
Can I ask you a question since you are in the medical field?
Yeah, of course.
Are you a nurse?
I am a medical assistant.
Okay. Do you know things about nurses or not? For me to ask you a question?
Well, you can try. I'll definitely try to answer the best of my knowledge.
Can nurses, or do they have the ability to talk directly to the family?
Yes. It really just depends. If the doctor on call or if the surgeon on call says yes, then usually the nurses will. And usually the nurses are the ones to go to the family and say, I'm sorry, having to give the bad news, but they have to have the okay from either the doctor or the surgeon to do that.
So they can speak to the family. So can
yes,
someone say, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. And and that's why I was asking in the chat, because H. Baker 565, by the way, that's why I was asking, was this nurse on duty the same night that Massey went to the hospital? That's a good question to ask.
That's one piece of information that I can't verify yet. I'm trying my best. This shit is hard, but I did connect some of the dots though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if she was there, but remember, they didn't get notified till the next day.
Yeah, and that's bullshit too.
Yes.
How was that possible? How was that even possible? Like, to me, like usually in the medical field, when something happens to somebody, they will immediately, the minute those people get en route to hospital, they have family information. They have contact information for the family, and they will contact the family. I can promise you that.
So do you think
that was another red flag?
So do you think something fishy is going on here?
Yes, I do. 100%. 100%.
After
And I
everything
think
that I brought
it's
to
more
you.
than just law enforcement. I think it's the family. That's why Grandma wrote this letter. And like you said, she couldn't have the balls to go on national TV and say this.
Go ahead,
She's
Holly.
too
Go
embarrassed.
ahead, Holly.
She's too embarrassed. And if I was her, I would be too. But if I was her, I certainly as hell wouldn't even write that letter. I'd be too embarrassed to even say anything. And in that fact, I'll say one more thing. How is it that if she was his fiance, what makes anybody think that he could have snapped on her at any minute? Just like he did with Massey.
I didn't think about
You know what I
that.
mean?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because you can see he has rage in him. And I overheard somebody say that Sonya had spoken to the daughter, what was it, the night before.
Son,
and kept saying
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I kept saying, I love you, you know, something about something's going to happen. And I know you don't like to get into, like, religion and all that, so I'm not going to try, but the only thing I'll say is perhaps, okay, perhaps the reason why Sonya was so scared to death, and she said what she said as she rebuked the name of Jesus, is because she felt there was evil in her home. She couldn't pinpoint it, but she felt like one of these officers, something was off about them, and she was right.
She was spot on. And how did she predict her own death?
You know what? That's a good question, but you know, a lot of times, you know, I've seen a lot of documentaries. I've working in the medical field. I've seen a lot of deaths as well. But sometimes, at the end of your life, people just get this sense. They get this feeling. They can't explain it. You know, they can't predict it. Oh, I'm going to die tomorrow or whatever. But it's just this sense that they're not going to be on this earth much longer. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the feeling sometimes people get.
And
not everybody, but just,
everything was against her. He told her to go to the boiling water. And by the way, this is the shit kicker for me. She dismissed both of them. You do know that, right? At the beginning? She said, okay, have a good night.
Outside,
bye.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
She dismissed them. She said, okay, goodbye. I love you. Bye. And then...
But see, why was it that they went inside in the first place?
Get ready. He has his body camera footage off.
Okay.
You don't get it? We will never know.
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is like what? Because I was watching it, but what I don't understand is what was said to make them both go in the house.
It wasn't both. Once it was him. It was Sean. The officer went to go check out the car. Sean went in. We don't have that footage because Sean's body cam footage was off. She dismissed him.
God.
He fucked up. He's supposed to have it on.
I mean, you could tell how nervous she was because when he asked her, well, what's your last name? She couldn't even get out her last name because she was so damn scared. She was like, you know,
she was
regardless if she had a mental issue or not, but you can definitely tell she was freaking scared as hell.
She was terrified.
Yeah.
She tried to tell the other officer, please stay on the phone. No, don't let go.
I know. I heard that part. Yeah. Yep.
What broke my heart the most is when I edited the photo, when the gun was drawn on her, her face was shocked. She was scared.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
saw
oh
that.
my God. I was.
And you know, the thing is, it's not like he had one shot. He freaking shot her 3 times.
Yeah, and I mean, why can't you just use a taser?
And like, if that was the case, if it wasn't him wanting to shoot her to kill, why didn't you just shoot her in the leg?
Right, but
no, because you shot her in the face because you promised that you were going to shoot this woman in the face, and you did what you promised.
Right, but how about you don't shoot at all? It's water. You could have just walked outside.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have just walked outside. Like, come on. Like,
absolutely.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying, like, it's just ridiculous. You know, for him to get triggered in a snap like that just because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, like, literally nothing else was said. It was calm as could be. As much scared as she was, because you could tell she was fumbling through trying to look for papers. She didn't want to tell him her last name, or she was just too scared to say her last name. But what the hell progressed him as she's in the kitchen, you know, just because he says, she says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And if you can listen, she kind of says it in like a jokingly, like a joyous, jokingly way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. I get what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Yeah, well, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. It wasn't like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it was nothing like that. So for him, and then all of a sudden it was like, boom, he got triggered just like that. Oh, you better not. I'll shoot you in the motherfucking face. Like, what?
Yes, you got it.
That's pure evil. That is pure evil.
Yeah, it's
and
evil.
I hope to God he spends the rest of his life in jail.
Yes, over and over, even in his next life. Well said. Holly,
exactly.
Holly, good call. I love this. Love your energy.
I love you. No, I love you. I'm sorry if I took up too much time, but hi, guys, in chat.
No, you're a member. You get a full 10 minutes. You're fine. You're fine.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.
All right, you take care now.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Remember, guys, you are a member. You get to call in early, priority. You get no ads on YouTube and Facebook. You get no ads. Join, become a member. You get priority. You don't have to join if you don't want to. That's perfectly fine. But if you are a regular follower, subscriber, same thing. You can still text your name and be like, hey, no, I'm a subscriber. And my name is Tiffany, Jonathan, Sean, Robert, Billy, Tom, Samantha. Just text the number if you want to call in. All right. I'm giving as much people as I can the opportunity to call. I want to hear your thoughts. Holly said something very interesting about the rebuke in the name of Jesus. He completely went off the rail. Sorry, my hands are like that. I know I do that a lot. I know somebody made a comment. I'm Italian, okay? So you should see my mom, the way she does that. It's insane. All right. They dropped the ball. Chris, well said. I wish I could highlight your comments, guys, but the tool is not working. Please do not call. Just text your name. Do not call. Okay? Let's get somebody else. Let's get somebody else in here. I gotta see people's names. You gotta put your name. I got like 3 phone numbers. You didn't put your name. You gotta text your name. And if you're a member, like, what is your name on Facebook or YouTube? I know. Okay, let's get this individual. You guys are very intelligent. These comments and phone calls are insane. Oh, okay. I called you. You forward the call. I'm going to have to move on, okay?
Hey, Mr. Man. How you been?
Hey, Faith. This is No from the Vestity. How are we doing?
I am. Let me just start by saying thank you so much for doing this. I've been here since Gabby Petito.
You've been here since what? I didn't hear you. What?
Gabby Petito.
Oh, you've been here for years. Oh.
Yes, I've been here. And I want to say thank you, really, because this, what you're doing is actually helping me a lot. My dad's dying, and my car got stolen last week at the same time. So this is keeping my brain occupied and positive. But what I got to say is that my question is, what if she actually was able to deflect the bullet? What would be the mind state of the cop standing there going, oh, my God? Like, What if he deflected the bullet hit the pot and she went down but didn't get shot the second time or third time, and then turn around and then like, I bet the other cop must have been lost. Like he was thinking he was going to die next, because I don't know. I just can't even imagine how this poor woman felt. She's only 5'1". My daughter's the same size. She won't even call the cops now. She's the same size as Sonya.
Really?
And we literally we have a radar, like a infrared gun. We took a pot of water outside and threw it. Like if I did do that, and about as far as we could figure out, like, you know, the dimensions of how far he was from her, we triggered the water at like boiling. It was like 100 and something, whatever. But like in the air, it cooled down so fast, it wouldn't have done anything to him. Nothing. And he has a vest on. And he was too far away for that to do anything to him.
And she put the sink on in the pot.
Yeah, and the sink was if she put the sink in the pot, the pot in the sink.
Correct.
What was the point? Why you had to blast her away like her children? And there's this thing called the gift of discernment. People feel it. She knew. And I want to know who the people are that she told the dog. I want to know what that is. And another thing, if it was the wife or the fiance or whatever she is, was she the one on duty? Because by the time they left there, he could have called her because the family didn't get there until the next morning.
So
I want to see the trauma nurse.
So here's the thing, is that I see when I get information, when I look for it, or I get it from somebody in the comments or a mod or somebody, I have to verify it. So it takes a while. It takes some time for research. I cannot verify for sure that she was there that day, but here is what I'm verifying. She works at that hospital.
Right. And that was my big thing, because
went to that hospital, and whoever was there told them she shot herself.
Right, and that's what I'm asking, because like if she was the nurse on duty in the trauma room, she is an RN. We don't know what department she works in, but if she was the nurse in the trauma room, her whatever, him, it could have told her something, and she would have been like, oh no, he wouldn't lie like that about that. No, it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and she might have been the person that told the family, because they do come out. The doctors are usually busy cleaning up, doing paperwork and stuff in the back. I worked in the ER and trauma, and they're in the back doing that, and they're the ones that face the family. They'll come out and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, what happened? Well, she shot herself. The trajectory of the bullet completely wrong for someone to shoot themselves.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that. Who shoots themselves below the left eye towards the neck? How can my hand go? How can my hand do this?
And I'll say I'm a Pew Pew owner, so we actually looked at this. I'm like, how? And if she did have a gun up in her hand, the cops would have probably backed away and backed out, or tried to talk her down or de-escalate the situation. He didn't see it. There was no way she could have hid a gun on her person. There was no gun there, period. We already know that.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the angle she would have to put her arm for it to go from under the left eye out the back of the right of her head, no.
Correct.
Can't do it.
Correct.
Can't do it.
Can't
do it.
Spot on.
We tried. We didn't try, but we looked at it.
God, I was about to say, please don't try. Please.
No. No, but like you just can't do it.
Yeah,
especially if you're right-handed. If she was left-handed, then I could say it's a little bit easier. But she's right-handed. You wouldn't have the angle to get to the trigger properly, and that you would have been fumbling.
Right.
You can't bring your arm around that way to do that.
Exactly.
And if she wanted to kill herself, she would have done it before the cops got there.
Exactly.
If you want to end your life, it's one shot and done. It's self-inflicted. They're supposed to be one shot and done.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, people have lived past, they pew-pewed themselves. But usually the point is to end it. So you're not going to risk it by missing. And the fact that she was gurgling on the floor tells me she was still very much here.
She was
And
very
she can
much
hear
alive.
him. And she can hear him saying all that evil stuff, like, and she's a crazy bitch. Who's crazy?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. I don't know
Yeah.
how. Why would you like unalive yourself when you could have done it any time? Why
In front of a cop.
in front of the cop? Right. Like, come on.
No, if I want to unalive myself, it's just like I would never. But like, if I wanted to unalive myself, I don't want anybody around.
Right.
It's like when people jump off the bridge, and I'm from New York too. I was born in Brooklyn, but if people want to jump off the bridge subconsciously, they take their shoes off to jump into the water off the bridge. It's just some psychological thing. They'll take their shoes off because they don't want to get their shoes wet.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, they'll take their shoes off and jump. They do it on purpose. They wait for less cars to be on the bridge, or they duck down and do things like that. But this poor woman didn't want to die. She has 2 children that will never see their mom again, and their future is complete. They're scrambled. My daughter was just like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. And then the fact that he didn't have his body cam on, they're supposed to be on all the time.
Yep, well said. Exactly. You got it. Thank you so much for telling me about that. You know, you own guns, so you kind of like played a little bit of scenario. I'm actually about to show the inside of the house. I got pictures of it. So I'm going to show it.
Yeah. We were doing it with the layout in my house because my house is about the same as her apartment. So we were sitting there throwing water in the apartment. Don't ask. We have cats. It was okay. I was had to mop the floor anyway. But we actually threw a pot, and we were just like, there's no way. With the island there and everything, and, no. The water would have hit in weird ways all over the place. Like, we went forensic in my house. It's amazing.
Yep, and I'm about to go forensic right now.
All right. We'll catch you later.
All right. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.
Thank you. No, I'll talk to you later.
All right, now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit. She was there since Gabby. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the layout. I do have the layout of the home. I do. Let me show you everything that I got. All right? Give me just, I'll say 30 seconds. That's all I ask, please. I got the whole layout. Getting the important ones. I want to show you something. Shout out to all my people who's becoming members. Nancy, thank you for joining the Novicity class member. Sharon with the 5. She said, thanks for all you do. Sharon, thank you for the support. This helps right here a lot. It helps me keep going. Thank you. Crystal with the whistle with the 5. She says, just sending love. That's Crystal for you. Let's thank Crystal. Let's thank Sharon. Thank you so much, guys. You see, if you remember what I told you in the last podcast, there were people saying, it's just people like, I would say 6%, but let's lower that down to maybe 4%. There were people saying, no, he did defend himself. He did that. I don't think that let's just say that the hot boiling water had powers and it went far. Do you know the distance he was to her? You don't know. Well, let me show you a perspective, okay? Let me show you a better perspective. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the home of Sonya Massey. Before we continue, I just want to say, YouTube, we hit over 1,000 likes. Let me get W's in the chat. If you are a member, you get special, unique emojis. Hit that W in the chat. Thank you so much. Facebook, we need 30 more shares to hit 100. That would mean a lot to me. Just want to get this correct information out there. I want to shed some more light because this story is still going wild. Wild. Because now it's a cover-up. Have a look at this. Do you see the space in this home? Now that's minus the couch against the left side here, but look at all this space. Have a look at this. Now look at this photo. Look at that. 5'2" woman, or 5'4", or 5'3", one of those. Look at this. Now watch the last photo. Now, do you see the distance? The stove is back here. You see near the empty spot. James says cover up. Oh, James, you must have missed exactly what I was saying. If you're brand new to the stream, you might want to subscribe or follow. You missed the cover up part, and I did show you it was a cover up. And I'm not saying it to sound like a conspiracy theory. No, I proved it to you, and the news even said it. I mean, if you want me to give you the dialogue, he shot her. Hospital said she shot herself. The 911 call dispatch says self-inflicted gunshot wound. He told the officers to stay outside except for the sergeant. He said, where's the gun? He said, there's none, only hot boiling water. She came at me. You're wrong. She didn't run at you. She didn't. Shout out to that TikTok girl that said this is hot boiling water. Oh, and he said other things in the ways of saying that she's crazy, and she did this. You know, what a cover up. Now look at this last photo. A pot of hot water. A pot of hot water, ladies and gentlemen. If you're at Facebook, come to YouTube, guys. Come to YouTube if you can. If you're not having, YouTube is not, Facebook is, give me some problems. Come to YouTube. I know we have a new member. There was a couple new members. The one you want to be. Welcome. Thank you for joining the family. I appreciate you. Phyllis Touchstone. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You guys are incredible. Incredible. Okay, we're getting a caller right now. Give me just a second. Okay, I tried to call. The one and want to be, how does one call in? The phone number is pinned above. Pinned above. You gotta text that number with your name, and tell me you're a member or a subscriber. Thank you, Goddess, for subscribing. I really appreciate that so much. So much. You guys are incredible. Incredible in the comments. Incredible. I'm calling a couple people. They're not picking up. Correct. This is the picture before she moved in. Mind you, the stove is further away. Okay, 2 people are not picking up, guys. I know you're telling me to call you, but if I'm doing it, you're forwarding the call. So I got to move on, okay? I called Tony. I called another person. I'm calling a lot of people, and 3 of them forwarded my calls, so I got to move on. Hey, this is No from the Vestity. You are live on air. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, No?
I'm doing fantastic. Would you like to shed some light on this case?
Sure. I'm going to keep it short for you. My name is Cindy. I'm 67-year-old retired corrections officer, but I'm very spiritual, have a wonderful walk with Jesus. Just a few things that just stood out to me. When you ran your video, you do such a great job slowing things down. And I agree with you 100%, even at the door. When they got there and her saying, don't hurt me, she had discernment at that time. She already knew. She was nervous, wanted to stay on the phone. All these things you went over, you're 100% correct. One thing I noticed, and maybe it's just my eyes, but when you run back your video real slow at him aiming, his arm looks covered with some kind of pus pockets. I wish we had the view of his face. I almost feel, because he laughed when he said something about he was moving because of hot water, he laughed. That is when she rebuked him. She had poured that water out, and she had set the pot down. I almost think something in his eyes, we just can't see that. She saw that demon manifest. I feel this in my spirit. She reached back up for that empty pot because he told her he was going to shoot her in her face. And I think she reached for the pot as a shield. If you look on the floor, there's a bucket of mop water, a blue bucket. That's the water that's on the floor. When she fell, she knocked over that bucket of water. This woman did not throw water at that lying cop. And I'm former law enforcement, but I've seen good ones and I've seen bad ones.
So first of all, I want to say thank you for being law enforcement. And I'm so sorry. If you're crying, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to make you cry or...
No, it's just my heart goes out to her and her family. Mental health is such a real issue. And this has touched my heart. And I've watched the show from the other night over and over where you did such a great job slowing down that video. And I promise you look like you just... I don't know, it was pop-looking, little pussy-looking bumps on the inside of his arm as he's bringing it around. I saw that, and I thought at that point, what was his eyes showing her? She saw that demon manifest. When she rebuked him, he went from that laugh. He was like, oh, that hot water. And when she said, I rebuke you, that's when it just... But if you'll notice, there is a blue bucket in there. It looks like it may have been mop water. It looks like a brush or something on the floor. The pot she picked up was empty, and I feel, in my spirit, when he told her, I'm going to shoot you in your face, she reached for that pot to cover her head.
So I did see that, correct. Like when she grabbed the pot, she did. And
I showed
the clip of her taking the pot, and her left hand was covering her face. Yes.
Right. And that pot didn't have water. When she was pulling that pot down, it's straight up in the air. There's nothing coming out of that. She was pulling that pot down to protect herself because he told her what he was going to do. And when she fell, all this water he's got on that floor, it was probably in that blue mop bucket right there where she was. She probably fell onto that bucket and spilled it. She threw nothing at this man. He's evil. He is a demon. He manifested, and he took her life, and he should go down for murder. For life.
Right.
And that's my little 2 cents is what I feel in my spirit. It has bothered me.
I can hear it. I can hear. I know, and I'm so sorry that it bothers you like this. But listen, everybody in the chat, we love you. We care. Don't worry, her family may have lost their mother, but they gained an angel spirit. All right.
So. Oh, they did, and if any of them are listening, my prayers.
Yeah, we did have
my condolences and my thoughts and prayers go to this family and for justice. And I don't mean the kind of justice that the news networks want to promote that causes more division among people. I'm talking about justice for a murderer that killed a woman because he is a demon. He's a demon. I have no doubt she saw that. This woman was spiritual. She wanted her Bible. She knew at that door when she told him, please don't hurt me. She knew then.
Wow, sad. I could hear it in you. Like you. Yeah.
convicted that this was, I'm just convicted of that. And I had not heard anybody else say that about that pot, her using it to protect herself. But I think when she reached back up for that pot, she had poured that water out. She reached up for that pot. She was going to use that as a shield for her head, for her face. But he got her before. And there was no water. The way she lifted it with one hand, you can't lift a pot that size with one hand if it's got water in it.
Maybe it spilled, or maybe like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like a little bit spilled or some way,
Yeah.
like because there was water on the floor treading, so maybe it was like. Because I did see her. I did, in fact, I'm saying as a fact, see her shield her face. Everybody on YouTube and Facebook right now, would you like me to break down that video, zoom in and go in slow motion of her putting her left hand on her face? Because I know I saw that.
She did, and there is a blue bucket that could have had mop water right there next to her. So what I'm talking about, the water in the floor.
I'm going to go check it out right now for the chat to
just
see.
Look at it again, because you do such an excellent job. But and like I said, it may be my eyes. I'm getting old.
No. Stop. We don't get old. We get experience.
Oh, well, I'm very experienced.
That's right. That's right. We all young. We all young.
Right. But I did see, and it was brief, but as he brings that arm around, it looks like pure lesions or leprosy. I don't know. I see it for just a moment as he's in your footage as he pulls his arm around with that gun. And I thought, okay, I see this on his arm. I wish I could see what was in his eyes. That's when she rebuked him.
Right.
He laughed just before that. He laughed when he said the bottle was hot water.
Yeah, he did actually. Yes, you're right about that. I remember that part. He was like, get away from your bottle of water. Yeah.
And then he said something about he'd shoot her in her face, and she went down. She didn't have the pot. She reached back up, and everything in my heart tells me she was going to use that pot to put over her head to protect herself. She didn't have time.
Yeah, she was very, very afraid. She was
Anybody would be. When you're facing a demon, she did the only thing she needed to do, and that was rebuke him in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's with Jesus.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you so much for giving me this input. You're amazing, Cindy. Thank you so much.
Well, you all too know if I catch you, this is one of the few times I've actually really caught you live, because here it's after midnight. But I love your work. You're a wonderful person, and keep doing God's work.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you
yes,
so
sir.
much.
Have a great evening.
You too. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She was so adorable. So adorable. Damn, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and everything. Thank you guys. Thank you. For real. Everybody on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for the love. I'm grateful. I'm so happy. You guys are incredible. It's not only me, it's you guys. Okay, so where's the part? Guys, please do not call. You cannot call. You have to text with your name, please. Just your name, and are you executive, member, or just a subscriber? The wannabe, the caller is spot on. I'm with the caller. Says wannabe. Absolutely. Let's get some Debbies in the chat for wannabe. Wannabe, you're trying to call. I remember you were saying that. Wannabe, can you please text your name and say that you're wannabe? That you're that person? I know, guys. If I don't get to you, please don't be mad at me. Please. Right now, I have 219 text messages. I'm sorry, okay? If I don't get to you, guys, we have every day. You have every day. We're going to talk about this case and more cases. I promise. I'm going to get to you guys in just a second. Please don't be upset with me. I promise, okay? I'll get to you guys. I'll get to you. I'm just trying to get this video for you guys right now. I have it already. I have it. You don't want to go anywhere, guys. We are not done quite yet. Okay, here we are. Here we go. Okay. All right, is everyone ready in the chat? Everyone's ready? The one want to be, again, thank you for the 1999. And you became a member? Yeah, you're insane. You're insane. Mods, let's, okay. Okay. All right, chat. Okay. Here it is. All right. Okay. Again, listen. Some people say, no, I don't see a pot. That's their opinion. Please, just respect it. Some people say they do see a pot. Just respect it. That's me. I do fall in that category. Some people say other things. It's just people's opinion. I do believe in fact. What do you believe? Tell me when I break this down along with you, okay? Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a voice. Okay. So what I see is, hold on, let me back out. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem that I'm having. It's the positioning of how she has the pot. Now, there it goes. It's just that spot. I just can't. No! Oh. Hold on, guys. There we go. I got it. It's just that part right there. It's like, she's just like, she's just covering, look. She's just covering her face. She got her hand here. It's just my opinion. If I wanted to throw water, I would have, or I just see that. You know what I can do? I can take this and actually enhance it very little. Let's do that. Let's enhance this video, guys. So video enhancement, let's just sharpen this up a little bit, all right? So you can kind of make out what's happening. And what I'm going to do actually is add some adjustment layers. And where is that? Let's introduce some brightness and contrast. So we can add a little bit here to this. So we're going to increase the brightness and clean it up a little bit. And what the contrast will do, it will help the fine lines of the image. So we can add some life into the image, some contour. If we can squeeze it, we can have some harsh lines to identify character. Okay? And there you go. Now we can identify character now. What is your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? So after seeing that, well, let's.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kid.
No, headshot, dude. She's done.
Well, that part gets me. It's a headshot. She's done. You're done. Stupid. I know you want me to play with sound, but there's a reason why I don't want to play with sound. Try to understand that. If you know, if the people know in the chat, tell the people why I cannot play with sound. I'm trying not to break policy in any way. I can play the sound of a gunshot, but I don't want it to be too dirty. It's not showing nothing bad. I'm not showing her getting pow. No, I'm just showing bare moments of her. She's just doing this. She's like she's like doing that. That's her. She's just doing this. She does this motion, and this motion. That's her. I clearly see that. I edited the video, right? You know, it's just clear. Like I just see it so clear. Like she's doing it. I can't see anything else. You know what? What the hell does he have on his arms? What is this? That can't be him. My hair doesn't do that. And I'm a hairy... What is that? Could that be just reflection from the... What is that? What the hell is this? Yo, what is this? Can somebody tell me what this is? You know what this looked like? Keloids. It looks like what are those things people get? What, under the armpit and stuff? Ugh. But what is that? Looks like pimples, but what the hell? I cleaned the image up real nice. So we're going to play it again, and he got closer with the gun. But why would you get closer if I don't understand this officer at all. I cannot understand this. She went like this. I just can't. Skin tags. There you go. Are this skin tags? Chat is going crazy right now.
Hello?
Hey, this is No from the Vestity. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Is this Jermaine?
Yeah, this him.
How you doing? How's everything? Thank you so much for the contribution. I wanted to make sure, you get to call in, and I got you. So please,
okay, cool.
Give me your 2 cents on this.
I feel like, I know a lot about this. The tattoos on his arm. So I've been to jail before, right?
Oh shoot, you have been.
So, yes, I've been to jail before. So the tattoo, the skull and bones on his arm, meaning skinhead, meaning he's a redneck skinhead. That's what the tattoos mean on his arm. And his fiance works at the hospital that she was just in. She had the band around her arm. So she had just came from the hospital. So it had to been some type of altercation with them at the hospital. And as her coming home, she had called the police, and when they made it to the house, she was still on the phone with the police. That's why he was telling her to get off the phone at the beginning. Yes. So, the problem with him walking outside of the house is they made the disturbance. There's no way you can call the police, but once you call dispatch has to call the police, and the police have to be in that area so they can make it to your house. But she was still on the phone with dispatch. So how did they make it to her house? That means the hospital has all her information, and he would go straight to her house because his fiance works there. It makes perfect sense. And when she died, she went to the hospital that was 8 minutes from her house. And you said it yourself as I'm watching you. They said that she had self-inflicted wounds. And the only person that was there that could make that change in the computer would be his fiance, because she works at the hospital 8 minutes away that she was at.
And that's
interesting.
That is interesting.
Right. Because they already had an altercation before that, and that's with her cousin that just died months prior, that was shot with the boyfriend and what was it? His girlfriend, and he stabbed her in the neck. So that's why when the police officer, she already knew the police officer. When she came to the door, she said, "You're not gonna hurt me, are you? I love you."
Mm-hmm, correct. She did. Yes, you are correct.
Right. So why would she even do that?
That is very interesting, especially with the computer part. That you kind of got me with that one. That's interesting.
Right. So the police officer is definitely with the KKK because of the skull and bones on his arm, meaning skinhead.
That's so. Wait, that part. Wait. So you said you went to jail and that was common where.
So the skull and bones mean skinhead because they already put in some work to kill somebody that was black.
What?
Yes, that's what that means. Or it could be in the outside world. He hasn't been to jail, but he could have killed black people before. That's why it's on his arm. And he got it tattooed after he killed 2 other black people. How many skulls and bones have you seen on people that's Caucasian and they have spider webs on their arms, meaning they called them a black spider, meaning a black man, and a spider web on the bottom of their elbow?
What the
Yes. If you've been to prison, then you would know how they work in there and outside of prison. That's why he has skull and bones on his left arm, because that's what he shot the person with, is his left arm. So he got 2. It's like collecting bones, like the Predator.
That's wow. Wow. I'm actually like stunned. I thank you for your knowledge, and you said you was in prison and sharing this with us. That's insane, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Can I let me ask you a question? What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really blown away, by the way, and thank you for you've been thinking, and thank you for sharing and everything. Give me your opinion on self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is insane. The cover up.
So the self-inflicted gunshot wound is just made up because she was shot from the forehead, from the under her eye and the back of her neck. Correct. So that means you would have to be standing over somebody and leaning straight down, and they would have to be looking straight up at you. So that means they were looking up at you, and you shot down. So there is no self-inflicted wound, and nobody would put a gun to their head and look up and shoot down. They would put the gun in their mouth.
Right, or their bottom.
Or under their, right, or under their chin and shoot up, not down.
Hold on real quick. I have to say this. Hold on. For viewer purposes, guys, this is education we're talking about. This is not showing anything from Facebook to YouTube. This is for educational purposes. We specifically showed a diagram that Ben Crump showed. So this is for educational purposes. No one has done that. No one is doing that. No one. We're just talking about it. It's conversation.
Right.
Facebook and YouTube. You heard me, correct? So I'm not violating or please don't demonetize or nothing like that. This is educational purposes. Okay. So Jeremiah, dude, So this is interesting. Speaking about this with this cover up, and I, by the way, like when I did all the research today, I found what the daughter was talking about, which is insane. That the mother told the daughter, "Hey, like the cops are coming to kill me." Can you that's insane? Like, why would her daughter say that on national news?
Because they want to kill all of them because they hold the police department. The sheriff has already said that he messed up. They want to kill them so they can't get sued. And the killer, what's his name? Sean's fiance's dad. Sean's fiance's dad. It was a sheriff in there, and he's a retired sheriff. They are all connected. So they're trying to get clear. They're trying to clear them out, so everybody can just say whatever. They're just trying to get it over with. That's it. That's why the grandma on her side, the fiance's mother, grandma sent a letter in, trying to give a grievance and talking about her son. She thinks it's the 1940s, and it's not. So. She's trying to get away with murder. They all trying to get away with murder. That's why they covered it up and said that she shot herself. And now that everything is out on the front street, they're just bagging up, and now they got to get in front of it and own it up. And now, what are you going to do once you got all that on paper? They're trying to get his job. And one more thing. They're trying to get his job back because once you get his job back, he is under the police. And the police will get it. How many murders have we seen on TV where the police have got away with it because they're under police union?
Right. Yes, because the
union,
if you're under a union, you're protected. Yes, correct.
Right. So if he's not protected, then he don't have a job with the police department. Then he's just a regular citizen.
Correct.
Now they gonna get him.
Yes.
So that's why they got to get rid of people that's with the situation or around the situation.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, trying to. Okay. I'm like, okay. I
right.
got it. You're trying to say that, like, basically, they saw what he did. They're trying to get rid of him so they don't fuck it up for the. Okay, got you.
Right.
I see what you're saying. I mean, the union is not going to protect his ass. They was like, you know what, homie, you done messed up. You messed up big time.
Right. He messed up big time.
Well, Jeremy, you know what? Well done. We're gonna. I have to move on to the next caller. You have very good information,
okay.
And I appreciate you for this because you're.
And I'm still gonna be watching. I'm still gonna be looking at you.
Love that attitude. Love that.
Yep.
Love that, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Damn, a guy from jail with experience just called and told us what the. Yo, I got somebody that was a nurse, somebody that went from jail. Is somebody in my chat a cop? Don't be afraid. I will hide your number is automatically hidden. Don't worry. If you are a cop, don't text me your real name. I can mask your voice if you want. I can mask it. I could call me. Just don't call. Text. Are you a cop? Be real. Don't be real. I want to get you on the phone right now. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. If you're a cop, if you're law enforcement, or you know someone, girls, if you're sleeping next to a cop, men, if you're sleeping next to a female cop, get him on the phone. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Text that number. It's pinned. I want to hear what you have to say. I had an ex-prisoner. I had a nurse. I want a law enforcement. I want a doctor. I want to get involved. Yeah. That's what I want. Now, educational purposes, I want to keep that in mind. People are speculating, allegedly. I give them the freedom of speech. Do not get upset. Do not get mad, ladies and gentlemen. This is a podcast show. Okay? Just want to be clear about that. No hate to anyone on my stream, please. At the end of the day, Sonya, rest in peace. This was a bad accident. Everybody in the chat, let's love each other and care for each other, okay? Please, I want to be very clear on that. Hold on. Guys, there's so many phone numbers. Text your name, text your status. You know, are you this? Are you that? Are you this? Are you that? I want to. Yeah, this phone call is going to be crazy right now. If I can get a law enforcement, if I can get somebody right now. Correct, Kimberly. Guys, if you just tuned in, we did talk about a lot. I show you the, yeah. All right, I got somebody right now. Everybody, get ready. Type yes in the comments right now from everybody. I got somebody. Type yes in the comments right now. Members, if you're green, let me get them W's. Let me get them W's. And I want to be clear about something. Please, you know, I just want to end the podcast on love. Guys, this is all we have left at this point. I don't know what's going to come. Crime has risen up. The world is going crazy. I don't want... We don't know what's going to happen after November. I don't want no civil war. I don't want no more hate. Can we at least just try to get along in the comments? I'm begging you. That's all I want. Like, I mean it from my heart. I love everyone. Everyone. I mean it. Am I being corny? Am I being stupid? All right? You know what? Let me call this person. Whoever subs, super chats, thank you so much. Juanita, thank you. Hey, this is No from the Best City. I'm not going to share your name. It's up to you. Is that okay or no?
Hey, Knowles. I've been following you for over 4 years. I called in before. You never remember me. I'm the Ickenzerk in the comments. You always call me like Icky, Icken or something. You always try to call me Nikki.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I am so
have, like,
sorry.
I
am so sorry. I am so... Listen, on my screen, there's no such thing as slow-mo, so the comments with Facebook and YouTube together are flying. So if I have to call it as I see it, wherever I see it. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I know you have a lot going on. I just wanted to say I'm former law enforcement. My father has been in law enforcement for 40 years. My husband was in law enforcement for 10 years. We all did kind of like different things. So I was a sergeant, but we still had training. A lot of our training overlapped with training that police have. So like in our academy, at least in my specific academy, we were trained on everything that police were trained on except for defensive driving.
Okay, hold on. I have to stop you. I'm getting comments in the chat, everyone, saying that this is a former law enforcement officer, excuse me. And
Yes.
we're on the phone with the specific individual. And from you, what I want is complete honesty and transparency. So especially if you still hold up that oath, even though you're no longer, especially if you have family. So if this is right, say so. If this is wrong,
I'm going to call it like it is. I'm going to call it like it is. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Like, I call it like it is.
Okay.
So this is not justifiable to me by no means, because I've been attacked before while on duty. And if someone throws water on me, I don't care if it's hot water. I don't care if it's... So what? Am I going to melt? Like, if you throwing water at me, pot of water? Like, what? At worst, I would probably maybe spray my chemical agent, like, the pepper spray. If I felt extremely threatened, I would maybe tase the person, but there's no... To me, from my training, and like I said, a lot of our training overlaps. And for me, this is not justifiable at all, because our job as law enforcement is to de-escalate as much as we can. You're not supposed to escalate the situation. We're trained specifically to de-escalate the situation as much as you can and meet with equal or less force. That's what we're taught. We literally have a chart that we follow talking about uses of force, like levels of the uses of force, what to do if you're met with a certain level of use of force. So to me, this was completely, and I'm not even just saying that to be a people pleaser, this is not justifiable. It was water. Like that's why when the guy came in and he's like, "Where's the gun?" It's because, and you could tell from the other guy was like, he found it absurd that he shot her over a freaking pot of water. Like what is this?
Listen, I hear it all the time. Leave it when I'm not streaming. I get people saying this is ridiculous. Like this is ridiculous. Like it's hot water. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. And I'm with you. I'm with you. Whether she threw it or not, either way, you wouldn't. Why would you draw your weapon?
Right. If she was going to throw it at me, and like I said, I've been in that situation before. Like, I didn't turn around and, like, kill the person or get them killed or whatever. Like, like I said, you meet with equal or less. You have to use the least amount of force possible to, quell the situation, like to solve the problem or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just go up in there, And but plus, first of all, his demeanor from when he walked into the door of her house, or even before when he was knocking on the door, that was not the way to go. He was escalating the situation even verbally from the moment he got there. That was verbal escalation. He was being aggressive already. So already from the start, verbally being aggressive, that's escalating the situation. Kind of picking on her about her pot on the stove. Listen, that shit wasn't going to go in flames. He was just trying to pick and pick and pick. And then finally he escalated it all the way to the peak. Everything
correct
that
me
he
if
did,
I'm wrong. It sounded like he wanted some type of challenge to just tell her what to do in her home.
Yes. Yeah, like he was in a really bad mood. Like to me, he sounded like one of those cops, because we do have, unfortunately, some of those cops that have like this shitty attitude, and they're just like, walk up and all these stupid criminals, all these stupid civilians, all da-da-da. And I usually say to them, if I ever come across one of those, I always tell them, hey, maybe it's time to put the badge down. Ooh. It's time to hand in your badge. It's time to hand in your gun. It's time to hand in your shield, we call it sometimes in New York. It's time to hand it all in. Fold it up, hand it all in. Because once you have that attitude, you no longer genuinely care for the public. And it gives us a bad name. We're here to protect the public. We are public servants. We get paid by the public. We do not get paid to not give a crap when we go to work. If you are that, I always tell them, if you're at that level where you just don't care anymore, it's time to put the badge down.
Well said.
When you feel like every day you're getting up for work and going to work in law enforcement, and you're just like, time to put the badge down. That's it. You know what I mean? And some people will say, oh, but they need a job too. Get another job. There's definitely another job that you can get.
Well said. So let me, and I thank you for being the good cops. For real, thank you. I mean this with my heart. Yeah. I really do. Thank you, because this is what we always needed. So let me say this to you, and I'm just going to ask you blatantly. I just need a yes or no or what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Do you agree with Sean Grayson's actions, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
So as a former officer, you know this was wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
Thank you. That's what I just wanted to hear that. I just needed to hear it from an officer. That's all. I just needed that, because I got every single officer that I asked in public, that I saw it in TikToks, all of them. So I haven't seen one. I've seen one officer, but she is getting canceled right now on TikTok. So, she's in deep trouble right now. So,
like, one thing to keep in mind is, first of all, you could tell when he arrived there. I mean, I also have a background in psychology as well, but you can tell she's having some type of mental health crisis, and that she was nervous. She did not need to be met with aggressive force or aggressive speech. Because, people are only talking about the part when, she put down the pot or whatever. No, as soon as he arrived, he was aggressive. He was escalating the situation more and more. He escalated it right away as soon as he got there.
Yep.
So, it's not justifiable any way or means or whatever. It's water, whether it's hot, cold, it's water and a pot of water, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not coming at you with a laser gun or whatever.
Just imagine like someone pull out a 9mm, and like, it's crazy because if you really think about it, the man said, I'm going to shoot you in the face. She mentioned nothing about water. He had our target to actually continue what he had in mind. That's crazy.
I literally, as soon as he said that, as soon as I saw him unholster his firearm and pointed at her and say, I'm going to shoot you in the face, I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
I literally was like the first time I saw the video, I said, oh, this is not good. And also, I used to specialize in uses of force because I used to have to make the documents and stuff following uses of force. So I know for sure, as someone who specialized in uses of force, that this is a non-justifiable use of force, which is why I think that's why the union said that they're not like really backing him anymore, because this is not, you cannot justify this.
Absolutely.
This is not justifiable at all by any means.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Listen, I don't want to say your name because I'm not sure if you're I don't want to say it, but thank you. Thank you. I needed to hear this. This was great. Thank you for giving us this true knowledge, your feedback, your truth, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said before in the last call, if you need to hit me up, you can hit me up and ask me anything. I'm here.
Thank you. We love you for that. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
4 years strong, and I'll still be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here for 4 years. You've been watching for 4 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
I tell you that every time. Every time.
You. I remember you. I remember you. When you said your name, I remember the I remember. Trust me. I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
you. No worries.
Sorry for messing up your name. Okay.
No worries. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Eat something. Get some sleep. All right.
How you know I didn't eat? Yo, don't tell nobody that.
I watch you all the time.
Yeah, I got to get some. I haven't had a meal today, so I missed one day. So I'm gonna go crazy.
Go eat. You need to eat.
I know. Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Bye bye.
Good night. Bye bye.
I feel like females are so intelligent in their way of nurturing. Like, women are not stupid, bro. Like, I don't know why, but like, women knows when a man has not eaten. It's just incredible. Like, I didn't eat nothing today. All I had was water. I'm not fasting, but I didn't have time because when I woke up, I was like, yo, when I found out, I was like, yo, I got to get on this. I had to get on this. So I've been researching all day. She's freaking smart. I want to take the time out to say thank you all for, being here tonight. Just giving me a chance, this opportunity to share this with you, get some facts. The calls were amazing. You guys are very intelligent. I spoke to an officer. I spoke to a nurse. I spoke to, shit, I forgot. Don't mind me. I'm tired. No food. I'm going crazy. I just need to speak to, I would love to speak to more people. We're not done, guys. We're going to be doing this every day. Shout out to A Shank Life. Thank you for becoming a member over at Facebook. Shout out to Narissa O'Laden. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Obisha Hendricks, Francis Salvia Rodriguez for becoming a member on Facebook. Thank you so much. Shout out to Naya Shad. Oh, Naya Shade. Thank you so much for the 5 super chat. Thank you so much. And Juanitas, I appreciate your hard work. Justice for Sonya for the 2. Thank you so much. How tall is the officer? He's between 6'2" and 6'4". One of those. Maybe a doctor should be next. Guys, if you know anyone, tag them. That's why I tell people on Facebook, share, like, tag. If you like the stream on YouTube, it'll push to people. It does that. That's why I tell people, like, share, comment, as much as you can. That'll be great. If you can't or you don't want to, that's fine. It's no worries. It's okay. You're still loved in every way. I want to speak about something. Everybody in the comments, we hit almost 250,000 views on the last podcast. 154,000 views. 154,000 views on this podcast. And it was an insane update, and it was. And it was. If you were in here and you commented, guess what? Your comments appear on the right side. This is all of you. All of you. Brilliant minds, wonderful comments. Because I know my comments are nothing but beautiful. You got every single one of you guys. I love the question. I go over it, by the way. I do go over it. Your super chats, Breezy right here, Nicole on the row with the super chats. Your comment, guys, your comments stay. And if you watch after the podcast, your comments are below. And I go and I read it. Like Lion Speaks says, it is being reported that the fiance and Sonya had an altercation at her job earlier that day or the day before. Sonya was wearing a hospital bracelet from her visit during the video. She reported a ruckus outside her home. The cops show up to see her car window was smashed. Oh, shit. That is actually crazy. I didn't put those two pieces together. Could it have been that the cops she heard outside, could they have broken her window to get her to call the cops for help? Oh, shit. I didn't. It's a stretch, but you never know these days. Look at the cover up right now. Her fiance's father is the head of the sheriff's former. Wow. Lion Speaks. You were speaking. That's why I tell you guys, after the podcast ends, right when this ends, share any comment. I'm going to feature it here, and I'm going to read it myself. I do read what you guys say. Even the racist people. I got a few people that were being racist. I read your comments. Even a few people saying that Sean was in his right and Sonya deserved to be pew, pew. I read that too. Even though it's sickening that you think that. No one deserves to be shot. She recognized his spirit from the get-go. Rest in peace, Sonya Massey. God bless her. It says Mystery Nothing 4308. Guys, make sure you put a name and a photo because I want to see you guys. Like this. Member crown. Look at that crown. She's been a member for 5 months. Lou Love for Love. Gotta love that name. Officers need to follow protocol, and they feel threatened. Officer Grayson did not respond. Officer Grayson did not respond right. He did not follow protocol. He just shot to kill. What happened to drop the pot weapon? Put your hands up. Sonya did not need to lose her life. Literally, he could have done anything else but shot her. Ridiculous. She felt threatened by this demon. Justice for Sonya. I'm going to like this comment. I'm going to love it, actually. A chip off the old block, eh? You will know a tree by its fruit. That monster is rotten. Oh my gosh, Donna, I like that. My heart goes out for Sonya Massey. Justice for the rest in peace, queen. Ooh, I'm gonna love that. This situation destroyed many lives. It did. Oof. Okay, I love these comments. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, you guys know I have good people in my chat. And I love that. Avis became a member. Welcome to the family, to Novicity class. Welcome, welcome. Members, don't worry about it. You're going to get your post. I do want to talk about the dead bodies that were discovered behind the police station. Get ready for that one. Brown Sugar with the 189 says, that's right, baby. Novicity is top tier. Nah, the comments are top tier. Brown Sugar, you're top tier. You guys are top tier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I won't be taking no more calls. I'm so sorry. Don't get mad at me. I went past my time. I have to continue. All right. I do want to show one video before we go. We are not done just yet. This was a new video by the sheriff. Let's see what this is about.
Sonya Massey. I speak her name, and I'll never forget it.
The Illinois sheriff who...
That is Jack Campbell, ladies and gentlemen.
Hired and fired the deputy charged with murdering Sonya Massey in her Springfield home, now apologizing.
I'm sorry we failed. We did not do our jobs.
You better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell saying the department failed the 36-year-old, but refusing calls to resign.
I cannot step down. That would solve nothing. The incident would remain. I vow to listen.
Tonight, Attorney General Merrick Garland saying the Justice Department Civil Rights Division is monitoring the case.
So I've seen the video.
This is U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. If you know, you know.
Seeing the video is horrific.
This as red flags continue emerging about now former Deputy Sean Grayson, who court records show pleaded guilty to 2 DUIs in 2015 and 2016. The first prompting his discharge from the Army for serious misconduct, 2 sources tell NBC News. Grayson later went into law enforcement, working for 6 different agencies since 2020.
How are you still employed by us? I don't know.
In audio recordings from November 2022 obtained by NBC News, superior officers at Grayson's last job in Logan County appear to admonish him following a high-speed chase.
So this is the video, I believe that Bree, my mod, she sent me. He did something so stupid. Listen to this.
Superior officers at Grayson's last job in Logan County appear to admonish him following a high-speed chase that disciplinary reports show violated department policy, reaching 110 miles per hour and ended with him striking a deer.
Official misconduct.
My man killed a deer. You can't do anything right? Are you kidding me? You can't do anything right. You kill people, you kill deers.
Here to admonish him following a high-speed chase that disciplinary reports show violated department policy, reaching 110 miles per hour and ended with him striking.
110? Do you understand 110 miles per hour? No siren? In the dark? Yes, you violated, you friggin' ding-dong.
Striking a deer.
Official misconduct will land you in jail. I'm calling you on your integrity. How's that make you feel? I'm learning from it.
You didn't learn from shit. You killing deers and you killing people. You bozo.
Records show Grayson left that job in good standing. He's pleaded not guilty to charges related to Massey's death, his attorney declining to comment, as tonight Massey's family speaks out.
I would have never in the world thought the police shot my mom. Like how?
Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Springfield, Illinois.
Thanks for watching.
I'm tired of this bozo. I want him out of my face and out of my screen. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him. It's disgusting. This man out here killing everybody. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How you get discharged from the Army? You can't even fight for my country. And you call yourself a man? Men don't do these things. Men, our natural essence, we feel it. We are protectors. Who are you protecting? You shot this innocent, beautiful lady. And you out here killing deer. You're violating every policy. Why are you doing this? The Army? If the Army let you go, brother, you ain't fit for... You're not. This is your country. Man up, fight for it, do what's right. Cuff your balls and fight. It's ridiculous. Dude, it just... Have you not noticed? I got a message for you, Sean, and the family. Listen, what's your name? Isabel? Butthead? What is it? Isabel what? Butterfield. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm not making... I'm not making jokes right now. That was a natural, funny reaction. I'm a comedian on my other side of my life. Isabel, how can you infatuate with someone? How can you do that, Isabel? How can you defend these actions if his history is proof of this? Do you not know that this man was in danger in front of... You know what? Let me tell you something. You better be blessed to count your days on this planet that you have left, because this man could have done something to you. Very violent and aggressive person. Isabel, don't protect someone like this. Don't be like your grandmother. Don't be like her. Help the family in their case. Go against him. And I'm saying that, yes. This man killed someone innocently. If you want to have some type of redemption, at least do that. Do something for the family. All right. No more phone calls. I'm sorry, guys. I have reached my limit today. It's 3 hours. It's supposed to be hour and a half, 2 hour stream. I went overboard. Okay? Thank you, everyone who is watching. I appreciate you. This is your last chance to follow or hit the subscribe button on YouTube or even on Facebook. When you hit the subscribe button, this number goes up. That means you're following the page. Hit the subscribe button right now before you go. Now, before you leave, when you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Everybody has to do that. That's a mandatory. That means that's going to let you know when I'm uploading a video or going live or doing something for members. Okay? Or making a post. Okay? I would appreciate that so much. You can even favorite the page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Favorite it. All right? Thank you guys so much. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys were absolutely incredible. I know someone on Facebook just said, are you doing something for Sonya Massey? Like, should I make a star out for her name? I don't know. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I could raise a little bit of money on Cash App or Venmo to make a star. I did it for Madeline Soto. We made enough funds to donate a star in her name, like a star from, outer space star. And we raised enough money, and I bought the star, and I showed you guys on stream. It was so pretty. It was so nice. It felt so good. Colin, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a part of a member. All right. Let's buy Sonya a star. All right. That'd be so pretty. Hey, maybe I could send it to the family. Yeah, I could totally send it to the family. We should, you know what? Maybe we should buy a star. We should, you know what? Yeah. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Maybe we could do that. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it a day. I know I'm seeing the comments. I'm going to think about it. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we can. Brenda, thank you for the 5 super chat. I appreciate you so much, Brenda. Thank you. Laura, thank you for becoming a member. Laura, welcome to the Novicity Nation. We appreciate you, Laura, over at Facebook. All right, guys, we are done with the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. You guys are incredible. Join the Discord, become a member, like, share one more time, follow, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Remember, guys, like I always say, okay, protect each other, love each other. There was a question on Facebook again. I know people are saying Novicity merch. Yes, that is coming out. Actually, I had surgery, so I couldn't release it in the store. The Novicity clothing store for the true crime merch is coming out quicker than you know. And I didn't forget the people who submit their tickets for a unique shirt, such as Netta. And I got 2 other names on my phone. I forgot it, but I got you guys. I didn't forget the tickets you submitted. Don't worry about it. Novicity merch is coming. I cannot wait. Don't forget to pick up your exclusive Novicity merch coming very, very, very soon. I am so excited for this, guys. It's incredible. I cannot wait. You guys, the true crime shirt is going to be a representation towards us talking about true crime and any story we talk about and anything we do, it is absolutely. What the hell is this? Yes, it's insane. Look at this. Oh my God. Tell me that's not beautiful. Oh my God. Look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful, chat. I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing. Brenda, thank you so much, Brenda. I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're done for today. Thank you so much. Like I always say, do good and die great. And I'll see you on the next one. Feel free to message me on Facebook with any questions or Discord. Have a good night. Bye, guys.